Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and take pads last from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll wave the road, from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah.
Wasted Water Sports crew. Ahoy. What a start that was. I tell you what, as soon as I switched over to the main screen, I've nearly bumped all my drinks off the table. That would have been a fantastic start to things. So, anyways, welcome along. How's everybody doing as we get ready for, I mean, it's early days, of course, but this is almost Spoon Bowl 2026 after that first
Please.
weekend.
Get over yourself. It's round goddamn 2.
Yep. Wow, I know my team scored 50 points. How many did yours score the first round?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Here we go.
Welcome along, everybody. Welcome along, TikTokers. Welcome along, Twitchers. Welcome along, YouTubers. Oh, you know, I was actually going to do a preview video for this round, but then life happened. So, for those who may be unaware, which is pretty much 99% of you, Laura's doing absolutely fine. The poor little thing. She's doing better than I am, actually. She's got a fentanyl patch on her back leg. I wish I could have one of those.
And her hip pocket doesn't hurt as much as yours.
Certainly not. Certainly not. That was the most painful part.
Oh, God. It always is, isn't it? My little booster's got to go back in for another little surgery. Good times, these animals that we would do anything for.
Yep. And would I pay it again? Yes, I would. In a heartbeat.
100%. I just realised I forgot something. I will be right back.
Okay, off she toddles. Welcome along, everybody. I'll flip through the chat room here. We've got Aussie John. I saw you out there earlier, mate. Ahoy. Timing people out again. Cheeky bugger. AP3X Mapu. Ahoy there, mate. Can I get a Broncos will win? Well, there's a lot of people who certainly agree with that statement. I tell you, the Broncos, overwhelming favourites with the bookmakers, as you would expect. I'm not so convinced, and this is not just anti-Broncos sentiment. There's actually a reason for it, and that is because the past couple of times, at least, the past couple of games at Suncorp, the Eels have either won or pushed the Broncos very, very close. Both teams are going to be desperate. I think both teams have a lot of improvement, obviously, in them from round one. I think it's going to be close. The Parramatta Eels at a 12.5 line. Juicy, juicy. I think this game will be close. I'm thinking either way, maybe at most 10 points difference in it, whoever wins.
Well, I've got quite a few try scorers on the board, so now that I finally figured out to do that again on Sportsbet, I think it'll be a high-scoring game because I think they'll both want to save a little bit of face after last week.
Yes. Well, more pressure's on the Broncos. I think that's a fair statement. A lot more pressure because nobody's expecting the Eels, except for me, nobody's expecting the Eels to win this game. Not the bookmakers. Like 90%.
My tips.
Yeah, 90. I was about to bring it up. 90% of the Waste of Water Sports tipping contest has gone for the Broncos. Nobody's expecting the Eels to do any damage in this one. We've even got a message over on TikTok. Broncos 50+, mate. Sorry, but it will be. Nobody's expecting anything out of this Eels team. That relieves them of a lot of the pressure. They'll still be under pressure, of course, because nobody wants to go 0-2. But I think it's a fair statement to say the Broncos, reigning premiers, defending champions, kept to donuts at home in the first round. A lot more pressure is on that team, especially with Payne Haas is on the move. Pat Carrigan's come out in the media and said, I'll happily go to PNG when my contract's up. Not a problem.
Dan, Panthers or Sharks?
That's got nothing to do with this game.
Yeah, I know, but I want your opinion. Quick, tell me.
Panthers by about 18.
Of course. Why did I even bother asking him chat rooms? If anybody knows Dan, he has zero faith in his team. They could be up 50-0 with 10 minutes to go, and he would still think his team's going to lose. So I don't even know why I bothered asking just then, but I am going to go the Panthers. So,
well, I did say in the live stream that Sharks versus Titans. I did say at halftime when they were up about 72 points to zip that it's not over yet.
I'm going to go Dolphins big win over the Titans, and I reckon that the Manly will do it because they're at home. All right, good. Finally got my tips in. Goodness me. How do I forget that like every week? Absolutely atrocious.
That's how you got sidetracked. You're only just now putting your tips in.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Oh my God, what's my tips?
I'm like, we are moments away from kickoff from Broncos and Eels. Why are we talking about the other games coming up this weekend?
Yes, just because I had and I laughed at my mate who did his tips on Tuesday, and I was like, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Why are you doing them so early?
Well, because Tuesday is when the team lists get announced.
I know, but I was
That's
like,
why
anything can happen between now and then, like injuries at training, people drop out.
Yeah, well, you can change them. You can change your tips at the last minute if something happens. But yeah, Tuesday makes perfect sense. Now, if you had have said my mate put his tips in on Monday, I would have said there's nothing wrong with that, but it is a bit early. We don't even know what the teams are yet. But Tuesday, after the squads are announced, that's the perfect time to be doing it.
I seem to be very off-center on the TikTok. I don't know if it's just... So if my camera just craps out at some point, it's because my dog knocked my ring light over this week and it's snapped off at the base. So it's held on by about half a roll of packing tape at the moment. I'm going to get a new one on the weekend. But,
well, either that or you've said something to get yourself booted off.
Well, that too. But I'm just like, oh God, I'm really hoping that this holds and it's starting to lean. Oh shit, it's so not going to hold. Oh dear, I shouldn't swear. Sorry, my bad. I'm going to get us booted off already.
Exactly, the Big Pelican. Big Pelican says, I like the lady, but the Broncos are trash this year, sorry. And Big Pelican also says Dan has no backbone if Sharks is his team.
The Big Pelican, my goodness me. Is that a euphemism? Sorry.
I have an almighty backbone to support a team like the Sharks.
Yeah, okay.
Carrying,
I'm really worried about this ring light, actually. I think it's just going to go.
Carrying the weight of that disappointment year after year after year. Come on. The back is the strongest part of my body.
Well, they beat the Storm.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Would you stop moving yourself?
I can't help it. It's
I had
light thing.
everything. I had everything set up perfectly, and now you're moving your face box all around everywhere. Fake Slim Shady, ahoy, mate!
It's terrible. All right. And look, okay.
We've got the fake Slim Shady on TikTok. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up wherever you are?
I just wanted to put this out there. It's been a really muggy, warm afternoon in Brisbane. So I don't know if that's going to have any bearing on how Parramatta come out, whether they're ready to play in such... Like, it seemed to get really warm this afternoon for no reason whatsoever. Like, it was quite cool this morning, I thought. But, coolish. It wasn't 1,000 degrees. It was about 25. But, yeah, it got really, really warm this afternoon. So we'll see if that has any bearing on the game with the humidity levels and the heat.
And you know what else we'll see if it has any bearing on the game? The referee. The Parramatta Eels have won their last 2 in a row with this official in charge, Wyatt Raymond. But they did lose 4 on the trot before winning those 2. So, I mean, I'm saying read into that whatever you will, chat room. I don't really have a point to that. It's just an interesting little stat to add to the equation. I mean, referees are all human at the end of the day, aren't they? It's easy to subconsciously have a little bit of bias creep in. And so I do keep an eye out for how certain teams travel under certain officials. It's only natural. It's only natural. Not saying it's done on purpose, but it is natural for it to just subconsciously creep in.
Look, honestly, I haven't even really kept up with the game as much as I should have in this week, keeping up with everything that's happening between the rounds. There was some epic moments in the NBA yesterday, which really had my attention. So, but we can talk about that later.
How long did that take?
3 minutes.
The teams are out on the fields. Parramatta are already out there. The Broncos out now. Katoni Staggs, there's one of my try-scoring picks. He was too quiet. The Panthers kept him way too quiet. He probably should have scored a try. Against anybody else, he probably does score it, but the desperation of the Panthers' defense the other week. I mean, he was over the line.
And then changed to Shibasaki.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or maybe I went both. I can't remember, and I don't want to touch my phone and look at my bet because I'm pretty sure it'll just fall off the light thing.
Here he is. I was just talking about him.
So who is this
referee?
guy?
Wyatt Raymond.
Oh, what is that? That's like 2 last names, isn't it? He's a serial killer.
We're underway, you and your serial killers. This one's off and running, and the Broncos have first use of it. The Eels and the Broncos, desperation stations as they run it out from their own end. Jagewski back from the HIA that he suffered very, very early on in round 1. Let's see if he holds up today. He wasn't very good anyway in the lead up to it, so... Broncos now with a little bobble as Carrigan gets up to try and play the ball. He does hold on, though. And Reece Walsh, I don't recognise him as easily anymore when he's got his hair cut.
Did he have his hair cut last week?
Yes. It was very, it was very disturbing. As Reynolds gets the kick away, the Fox backs up, takes it on his own 10. And that's a big in for the Eels as well. Let's not forget, the Fox is back. We love the Fox.
Yep. If you've cut your hair off, that's it. All the power's gone. It's like when metal dudes shave their beards off. Power's gone. Can't shred anymore.
40 metres out from their own line now, the Eels, well, approaching the 40-metre line. Here's a late addition to the team, Jordan Semrani. Who did he come in for? I forget. I apologise. But yes, he was a late admission into the team. Fifth and last. Yeah, I'm not sure. Short side goes for Moses. Puts the kick in. Broncos will be back in possession. Reese backs up, takes it on the full a couple of metres out from his own line and winds up, taken around the shoulders on the 20, and that's a penalty. He was...
Oh, come on, Moses. Come off the grass. You copped him around the chin.
Well, he's grabbed him around the shoulders. Here's the replay.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, the replay. He hit him on the face and then went down to his shoulders. Like, Dan, come on.
First penalty of the game to the Broncos. Who had that in their pre-game picks?
Oh God, you really need to get over it.
Says the person who still hates the Melbourne Storm after 3 decades.
Yeah, but there's a very good reason for that.
Very good reason for this too. 40 metres out from the line. Oh, geez, Madge looks impressed. Bloody hell, he must have had a big night last night, Madge. He looks like he wants to be. He looks like he wants to be anywhere else but there. Halfway through the set.
Too quick.
Halfway through the set now, the Broncos 35 out, back into midfield. Reynolds drops it off to Payne in the Haas. Heel fries, ahoy, mate.
Ahoy.
30 metres out. Lots of players are losing their pants sort of halfway down their arse cheeks this season, I've noticed.
Yeah, what the hell? Is there no drawstrings?
Corey Pakes, 20 metres out, fifth and last. Walsh goes into dummy half. Reynolds puts the chip in over the top. Nobody at the back there for the Eels, but scrambling across to take it dead is Bailey Simonson. And, wow, where was Isaiah Yongi? He was a little too far over the other side of the field. Reynolds spotted that and very nearly, well, he did get a result in a potential repeat set here, but they almost come away with a try.
Well, I mean, that's a big call. Are they going to go the short kickoff or are they going to go the deep?
They'll go short. Shallow restarts.
Yeah.
It's early enough in the game. Oh, he's gone long. Moses.
He's gone very long.
Sends it deep.
The way he's looking, the way that Mitchell Moses' body was almost turned back towards the dead ball line, I thought he was going to go well short.
Pulled an almighty Swifty. Walsh has copped a high one again, 20 metres out from the line. Carrigan in at first receiver. Reynolds heading across field. I did hear the bell for 6 again. Here come the Broncos, building nicely. 15 metres out. They go back open side to the left. Reynolds with the double pump out the back for Walsh. Walsh dummy, steps off the left foot, puts the fend on, and does an extremely over-the-top dive and scores the opening try under the posts.
I really don't want to touch my phone, but I'm pretty sure I have him in my multi. Yeah.
Reece Walsh with the opening try. Broncos, 4 points to 0.
I do have him in my multi. Woohoo!
Adam Reynolds out the back end. The Parramatta defender, Tuolangi, slips over his own feet. And that's what opened the gap.
Leap dive and, score the try with his chest. Just put the damn ball down.
The tongue's out. He's watching himself on the big screen. He's his own biggest fan.
On the ground.
He's his own number one fan. And over he goes, 4 points to 0. And that was created from Kelma Tuolangi slipping over in the defensive line. Maddie Colkin, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok.
If you're not your number one fan, who's going to be?
Well, if you're a
everybody.
Yeah. If you're a professional,
your own number one fan, who will be?
If you're a professional rugby league player or a celebrity or something, lots of people. There'll be arguments over that fact.
You can be your own number one fan. It's absolutely fine.
Adam Reynolds pops the conversion over.
Adam Reynolds.
And it is 6 points to 0 early on in this one for the home side. Great start.
I just want to give a shout out to the old man who's watching this at the Aussie bar. I don't know which one because there's probably 1,000 in Thailand at the moment.
Ah, nice. Daniel Anderson on TikTok. Ahoy, mate. Welcome along. Panthers supporter. Nice. Cat Lego. Ahoy. Very good morning to you. PNG representing.
One tick off the multi. I need Dane Mariner, Shibasaki, the Fox, and Iongi.
Jagevsky. Oh, sorry, Corey Jensen. My apologies from the restart. Broncos go back into their work. Carrigan. Papua New Guinea Chiefs bound, Pat Carrigan. Can't believe that. I'm stunned by that news.
Missed it. I have no idea. I'm stunned by the fact everyone thinks that Mitch Barnett signing to the Broncos is new news. That didn't we know that like a month ago?
Yeah, we talked about it a while ago as Reece Walsh puts the kick in, gets it in behind Yongi. Yongi has to track back to his own 5 metres to pick it up. And lead in the chase is Carrigan, but he overcommits. Either way, Yongi caught on the 20-metre line. Parramatta backing up. They need some forward momentum. Who's going to give it to them? Still only half the team is back behind the play the ball. And this loose carry out the back, it spills. Scooped up by Yongi. And he has a good second effort here up to the 30. Smith from dummy half. Feeds his runner up outside the 40-metre line here. 2 tackles left. Just a settler. Nothing going on here for the Eels.
Oh. As you said that, he's about to burst through the middle there.
Fifth and last, Moses puts the high ball up. Walsh moves forward to attack it on his own 10. Well taken. And a great chase from Sean Russell. Times it to perfection and puts Reece straight on his back. Broncos start this inside their own 10. Some good play all around there, both teams. We talk about Reece Walsh, rocks and diamonds. He's a confidence player. Nothing will start his confidence any better than a try, the opening try of the game. So anyone who's got him in their fantasy team, you might be getting a good haul of points today. Haas winds up. What a run from Payne in the Hakeem Haas. Oh, he got that a little wrong, actually. Now that we've seen the replay, Walsh was actually taken in the air. But anyway, fifth and last, Broncos get the kick away, and it's a shallow kick taken on the 20 by the Eels.
If it's possible, he looks even younger with that haircut.
Oh, it's probably possible. 6 again for the Eels. I mean, it was very early in the tackle count, so
it doesn't really matter.
What does it really matter?
Like, just for fun?
That's what they're all for, isn't it? Well, this one will be for a ruck infringement if they get it. Very slow to get up and let the player play the ball. And the Eels march into Broncos territory. Halfway through their set, another slow play the ball. The Broncos are doing very well at the moment at disrupting the ruck. Moses, short pass, goes to Tuolangi. Broncos defense holds firm, 40 metres out from the line. 2 tackles left.
No, he just fell over his own big feet.
Just like he did in defense up the other end. Nice flat pass there from Moses. 30 out, fifth and last. Moses is going to have a run and he spills the ball. Still fifth and last. Towed through for Walsh, and Walsh is in open space. Gets away from the first tackle. Now he heads infield, well wrapped up by Riley Smith. But that was looking very dangerous for a second there for the Eels. Reece Walsh in a little bit of open space.
Dan, you've got a new camera. You're not so yellow on TikTok.
No, I removed the background filter that took the green screen out.
Okay. Easier than buying a new camera?
Well, quicker. Yeah. 40 out from their own line now. Carrigan plays it. 2 left here for the Broncos. Payne Haas bends the line. Breaks the tackle. Offloads for Renault. And Renault gets a 6 again and gets the Broncos well on the front foot here as he plays the ball quickly. Mam holds the pass up for Ricky. Ricky beats 1. Tackled inside the 20. The Eels on the back foot out to the right, so the Broncos go there. Left edge, Walsh. Out the back it goes for Jagewski, who's picked up and dumped in a huge tackle. Sembrani.
That was a great tackle.
That is a momentum killer. Jensen brings it back into midfield.
Absolutely.
Carrigan at first receiver. Dummies to Haas. Goes out the back from Reynolds. Reynolds kicks through for Staggs. Staggs scores the try. Nobody at home. Nobody at home again for the Eels. Katoni Staggs.
And I went with Shibasaki. God damn it.
Well, that's a tick off mine.
But also, yay, Staggs scored. I knew that would happen. I was looking at it and I said to Buff, if I don't put Staggs in, he's going to score. But if I don't put Shibasaki in, he'll score. Let's hope they both score.
And the Parramatta defensive line, an absolute rabble.
Ooh,
Where was Isaiah Yongi again? Was he up in the line? Nowhere to be found. Reynolds spots the gap, and who was that? Peasant copped a little clip there from Ricky chasing through.
He kind of dropped to his knee and copped it. Like, that was ridiculous. That is a terrible try celebration, mate. Like,
Stags' try celebration there was like, I'm out of ideas.
That is also a terrible try celebration. The Broncos dance.
Oh, worst thing in the game, honestly. But it has given the Raiders a reprieve.
Only to you.
The Raiders have been let off the hook now because the Viking clap is no longer the most stupid thing in the NRL.
What about the fin?
Yeah, that's still pretty bad. Walsh is getting some treatment in back play. Having his shoulder looked at. He'll be fine. Taking some pills. Uh-oh. And washing it down with some toilet water. As Reynolds converts, it is 12-0. The Broncos, with all the possession, all the momentum, all the territory. That try, though, was on the back of Payne Haas and his break. That's what started that huge spiral of momentum.
I mean, we talked about the tackle from, what was his name?
Samrani.
It was huge, and it would have been a momentum killer. Like, it was absolutely, like, it was a big wrap around the waist, drive backwards into the ground tackle. It was great, but yeah, unfortunately, it didn't really do much.
It was a classic hit. Broncos, 12-0, 12 minutes gone. Oh, here's an update on Walsh having that shoulder examined. He'll be fine. Reynolds dummies, goes straight through. He's got support outside from Stags. Stags draws in Iongi and takes him on. Broncos rolling upfield again. Short side, goes Pakes. Heads back infield for Haas. Haas has got a retreating defensive line. Offload back for Pakes. Parramatta have now reset their defensive line for what that's worth at the moment. I mean, if you've got Reynolds breaking tackles clean, you've got some big problems. Man, out the back for Walsh. Shibasaki bobbles it and does well to recollect it. Fifth and last. 10 metres out from the line here, the Broncos. Walsh in at first receiver. It's a low, flat kick. Crossfield for Stags. Stags bats it back. It's there for Jordan Ricky. And Jordan Ricky gets across the line. He doesn't seem confident. It's going up as no try. Stags goes up and bats that one backwards with one hand. There's a lot of uncertainty around that rule at the moment. We saw the Sharks get a try off a one-handed bat back on the weekend. But apparently it slipped into the rules that you're not supposed to do that anymore. You're supposed to make a legitimate attempt with two hands. It's gone up as no try. Jordan Ricky does get the ball off. Whether it's been batted back or lost forward by the Eels, Jordan Ricky's got the ball. And he seems very unconfident, doesn't he? Yes, because he's lost it. He's not telling us porkies. Jordan Ricky, the second leg of my same game multi, has dropped the ball over the line. And what a let-off there for the Eels. What a let-off. So the original knock-on will be against the Eels. Broncos will get the ball back. They will get to keep the pressure on. But Jordan Ricky, tick number 2 off my multi, that would have been. Goal line restart for the Eels. Heel Fries says the Eels missing Lomax right about now. Yes, Lomax under those high balls was something else, wasn't he? Moses with a low flat restart. Bounces up over the halfway. And it sits up for Payne Haas. Well, that's not who you want it sitting up for, surely. And the Broncos will start the set 40 metres out from the line in midfield. Jensen runs it up the guts. 6 again. Mam out on the left with the inside ball for Jagewski. 30 metres out. Edging ever closer here, the Broncos. Reynolds Dummies inside. Goes out the back for Walsh. Walsh with a flat pass for Ricky. And Ricky's taken down 15 metres out, halfway through the set. Takes over into midfield for Carrigan. Offloads for Payne Haas. Haas is taken down 10 metres out in midfield. 2 tackles left. Slow play the ball. The Eels have to find a way to hold on here. Reynolds goes out the back to nobody. It's scooped up by Karapani, who now heads back in field. Trying to spot half a gap, but that's the 5th and last. They can try again, the Broncos. Carrigan at first receiver. Goes out for Walsh. Walsh grubbers in behind the line. Iongi bats it dead. And it will be another goal line restart here for the Eels. 12 points to 0. And another set of 6 potentially. The Eels, they're just trying to hold on at this point. They've sent the last couple deep with the restarts, but they've got to try and get their hands on the ball. They've gone long again. Up over halfway with the restart. And the Broncos wind up. Jensen brings it back into a very slowly marching defensive line. Carrigan drops it off to Payne Haas. Haas stands in the tackle. 25 minutes to go in this opening half. Mam, late pass out the back for Walsh. Walsh dancing around. Ducks under the first tackle, and he goes to ground inside the 20. Still 4 tackles left. Mam at first receiver. Steps off the right boot. Puts the fend on. Ezra Mam nearly powers his way to the line. Just a couple of metres out here on the 4th. Reynolds. Dummies. Dummies again. And he's wrapped up in front of the posts. 5th and last. Short side for Walsh. Cut out pass for Staggs. Staggs gets a one-on-one. Puts the big fend on but falls. Gets up on his feet and goes again. Beware the second kick here from Staggs. This could bounce anywhere. Shibasaki tries to bat it back in field. And the Eels get a reprieve. A 7-tackle set. They're finally going to get their hands on the ball. It's been domination early here from the Broncos. 12 points to show for it so far. Could have been more, but Jordan Ricky spilling the ball over the line. Yes, the very Jordan Ricky that's in my same game multi. Of course, of course. A very dejected looking Jason Riles up there in the coach's box, as you would expect. De Bellin cops one high, and a penalty for the Eels at last. Just short of halfway. This will take them down into Broncos territory and on the attack. Just what the doctor ordered here for the Eels. Moses is just slowing things down. They could get themselves back into the contest here. Moses finds touch 30 metres out from the Broncos line. It wasn't a very good kick, but it will do the job. They'll take it for now as Riley Smith sends it on for Jack Williams. That's tackle 1. 25 out from the line. De Bellin's the decoy. Pairs it with a nice flat pass across the face of the defence. Tuolungi beats one. Tuolungi steps inside Reece Walsh. And Tuolungi with an amazing individual effort. Kelma Tuolungi. A beautiful flat pass from Jonah Pezzett. He breaks the line. He steps around Reece Walsh. Walsh comes back at him, but he's able to power away. And he ducks under the tackle of Corey Pakes and Shibasaki. And that is a hell of a try there. Kelma Tuolungi. Crucial try there for the Eels. Their first real crack. Let's be honest. It's their first real attempt down this end of the field. They've been defending under the pump. A piggyback penalty from halfway. The high shot on De Bellin. They've only really had, as I said, the one opportunity, and they've iced it. Kelma Tuolungi through the tackle of Ezra Mam. Steps around Reece Walsh. Ducks under Corey Pakes. Fends off Shibasaki. an individual effort. And a very simple conversion here from just to the right of the post. Moses puts this one right down the middle. And they have hit back here, the Eels. A crucial hit back. Broncos get us back underway. Walsh with the restart. The Eels allow it to bounce. Oh, that's always dangerous. Sits up kindly for them. And Williams will return it to the 10 meters line. 12 points to 6. Quarter of a way through this opening half. Junior Polo with a big run out to the 30. Rebel Nuts. Do you think Alex Johnston will score his try this week? I think he does, yes. I think he does get the record this week, indeed. 2 tackles left here for the Eels. DeBellin, this is where they got the penalty last time. Broncos, more disciplined on this occasion. 5th and last on halfway. Moses puts the kick up. And it's Karapani backing up right to his own goal line. And he winds up the kick return, bringing it out to the 20. Big Pelican says Storm are the team to beat. They are the juggernauts, and the Warriors are coming for them. Penalty now to the Broncos. Parramatta too quick to get up in defence there, and they were offside. And that is not what you want. They've just scored points. They got through their ensuing set, put the kick down, and they've now let the Broncos off the hook. Reynolds finds touch on halfway. Shibasaki with the tap and go. So here come the Broncos again. Mam at first receiver. Inside for Jensen. Jensen to the 40. Slow play the ball. Reynolds wants it out on the right. That's where they go. Walsh out the back for Staggs. Staggs gets one-on-one with Sean Russell again. He is making Russell's night a living hell. Katoni Staggs almost with another line break. Walsh on to Haas. Haas winds up, gets the late offload back for Ben Hunt, who's on the field. Reynolds drops it off to Ricky. Ricky tackled on the 20-meter line. 2 left here for the Broncos. Reynolds heading across field to the left. Goes out the back for Mam, who straightens. He's got Walsh running with him. Walsh takes the line on, and Moses shuts him down. 10 meters out, over on that left edge, 5th and last. Back for Mam, puts the crossfield kick in. Staggs, does he get hands on the ball there, Staggs? It sits up in the end goal for Ezra Mam. They'll have a lot to look at here, though. Parramatta are horrible tonight under the high ball. It's going up as no try. The Broncos are making the Eels' life hell out here on the edge, the left edge defensively. So the crossfield kick, Staggs goes through to put pressure on. He's got his hands on his head. He knows that he's touched this one, Katoni. Raven. Ahoy there. Up the Eels, says Raven. Stay hunky. Ahoy, mate. We're just looking at a replay here to see if it has, in fact, touched Katoni Staggs at all. So no genuine contest from Katoni Staggs. This is what I was just talking about before. He had no effort or no reasonable way that he could have got his second hand up to contest that ball. So this will be a penalty against Katoni Staggs. But I think the bunker has already said that there was an escort against Staggs. So it'll be interesting to see which way the penalty goes. It will be a penalty, and it's gone the way of the Broncos for the escort. The Broncos will have the penalty 10 metres out, right in front. And they're going to have a shot at 2. Adam Reynolds will step up and just give the Broncos a little bit of comfort. I feel like, though, the way that momentum's gone in this game, maybe keep the pressure on. Maybe keep the pressure on. DL, thank you very much for the heart me. Heel Fry says these new rules are a joke.
Sorry.
You're right. So Adam Reynolds here, 15 metres out, about 5 to the right of the post, a simple kick. And over it goes, 14 points to 6. Heel Fry says every set restart is a shot. Oh, God. I don't think anybody's liver is prepared for that.
Stay hunky, ahoy. And ahoy to everybody who popped in whilst I was otherwise preoccupied. Apologies.
And Parramatta, of course, scored a try in that period.
Yeah, but that guy wasn't in my multi, so I don't care.
Back underway.
Although when you did yell his name, I was like, that sounds like that guy in my multi. And then I realised it wasn't.
No, I don't think he's in a lot of people's multis, to be fair. As big Xavier Williston's on the field. 20 metres out from their own line here, the Broncos. Ben Hunt from dummy half to Carrigan.
Hang on a second. Heel Fries, I didn't diss him. I just said he's not in my multi. Dad dissed him by saying he's not in anyone's multi.
Reece Walsh with the early kick here on tackle 3. But it's an easy take at the back here for Isaiah Iongi. And he'll return it just short of the 40-metre line. And interesting tactic there. Suggests to me that perhaps the Broncos playing with the breeze in the first half. I mean, why would you, from that far in your own end, kick on tackle 3? Parramatta just inside the Broncos' territory now. Good field position. Moses to Pezzett. Pezzett. Oh, the ball's been spilt. Broncos come away with it.
Hey.
Couldn't see who dropped it. It might have been Kotoga. But either way, the Broncos and the early kick from Reece Walsh, even though it didn't yield an immediate result, suddenly looks like it was the right option as the Broncos with some post-contact meters here. 30 metres out from the line. Carrigan. Late pass for Payne in the Haas, who goes straight through and scores. Simple as that.
Hakeem in the Haas.
As simple as that, off the back of a mistake, just like we saw against the Melbourne Storm from the Eels, really. They are devising their own demise here at the moment. A dropped ball on halfway.
Hakeem in the Haas.
And off the ensuing set of 6. 2 passes out from the ruck. Carrigan at first receiver, takes it to the line. They jam in on him. And Payne Haas, untouched, unmarked. 18 points to 6. Poor defensive read there from Kotoga. And I think he's the guy who dropped the ball on attack as well. So not only is he the reason,
both of them.
Not only is he the reason for the turnover, he's also the reason for that gaping hole that Payne was able to run into.
Oh, man. Their heads are down. Their spirit is broken. Poor Parramatta.
Well, that was a real backbreaker, that, because they'd got the try. They got themselves back into the contest. They give away a penalty off the Broncos' return set.
Mm-hmm.
They give away another penalty off the fifth tackle kick, which gives Reynolds 2 points. And then they let them off the hook. They let them off the hook. As Reynolds converts 20 points to 6.
Oh, my God. Heel
And yeah, for
fries.
Parramatta, this has just been abysmal.
Gavin Mel, ahoy! I didn't see you pop in. Hello, ahoy.
No one in my
Yeah, very
multis
abysmal.
want to score. That's the story of every week, isn't it?
What happens if you get 50 put on you in round 1 and round 2?
Doesn't matter because you've already got no chance of winning the comp after round 1.
Yeah, but is there is there a curse for that happening in 1 and 2? Not that we're aware of.
Nothing worse than the curse that's already on you from the first one.
Heel fries. That's terrible, though. You can't say that. So just for people on TikTok and anywhere else. Heel fries. Para should dig my grave when I die.
We've
so
got
they
time
can let
off
me
here.
Down one last
We've had a head
time.
clash.
Oh,
Jack Williams and don't tell me it's poor Jack Jagewski again. It is.
no.
I can't believe it. He left the field early against the Panthers for HIA, and he's had another head clash here with Williams. Oh, cheek
that
to
looked
cheek.
nasty.
Yep. Jagewski's having to sit down again.
He's going to be off. Instant
Oh,
slit
yes.
open of the face. Is there blood everywhere?
Williams will
Old
be off
mate's
for
face looks
HIA.
fine. What is his face made of? Granite?
Williams will be off for a HIA. Jagewski, guaranteed he's off for a HIA. Especially after last week.
Is he going to be one of these poor players that's cursed with,
Yep. It seems that way.
Ugh, poor bugger.
Off
his
the
face
field.
isn't split open.
Off the field goes
Considering how hard
Williams.
those two hit each other, I'm surprised neither of their faces are smashed open. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh no, Joseph on TikTok needs Williams.
Oh, I reckon they'll be back. I mean,
Williams will be
wasn't hard
back.
enough to
I
draw
don't think.
blood, maybe.
I don't think Jagewski's coming back. Not after last week. Like going off for one last week, and in the first half going off for one again. I don't know that he comes back, but yeah, Williams will be back on. I mean, even if he could come back, I don't know that you bring him back. Just a duty of care to the players, you know?
Well, where's the duty of care? What's his name? From the Storm? Eli Katoa?
Eli Katoa, yeah.
I mean...
And, I thought there was a penalty. No, it's just go back and play it on the mark. As Haas plays it. 31 out. Willison from a standing start.
I like his purple boots.
Fifth and last, back for Walsh. Walsh gets the kick away. From inside his own 30, Yongi attacks it, but he didn't attack it confidently at all. And he nearly made a complete mess of it, but he does come away with it. 35 out from their own line, the Eels. This is good field position, so they'll probably drop it on the halfway line.
This is how good my day is. I had 2 cans, and I opened the one that was in the stubby cooler and left the one out of the stubby cooler, to not drink immediately.
Rookie.
I was clearly distracted.
Walker's on the field, gets the late pass away to Tuivasa. It's read easily by the Broncos defense, but he still bumps off the tackle and gets some post-contact meters. Walker, dummies, taken by Carrigan. 40 out from the Broncos line here, fifth and last. Can Dylan Walker inject some sort of spark here? Moses puts the high ball up. It's contestable. Broncos go up for it, and it's taken nicely by Karapani. Semrani with a good chase. They would have heard those footsteps. Shibasaki, as there's some extra aggression in the Eels' defense at the moment. Where was this to start the game? The Big D with a step almost breaks through the line.
Well, I did say that maybe the heat and the humidity might sap their energy just that a little bit extra because it was quite warm and muggy today.
Great tackle from Mitchell Moses.
It's been all week, especially they've been up here training all week.
Taking down big Xavier Willison there. That was a bit of a size mismatch. Fifth and last, Reynolds from inside the 40. Gets a good angle on this one, Reynolds, but backing up and taking it on the full is the Fox. And we haven't seen a lot of him tonight.
In half an hour.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of him at all. And he's held up.
Oh,
breaking news.
Possession.
Breaking news. Williams, undergoing HIAs. They've both been deemed Category 2. So there you go. That's the update. Both
Like,
been
were
deemed
you
a Cat
able
2.
to do that? Like,
When they went
Simba,
when they went
ahoy.
breaking news and they went to the sideline there, and it was like, both players are off for a HIA. It's like, yes, we know that. That's not breaking news. But yes, it's the category 2 part. That's the breaking news. Walker takes the line on. He has made a difference since he's come on. Dylan Walker. Slow play the ball. This one, second effort from Willison. Goes unpunished from the officials. Fifth and last now for the Eels. 40 out. Pezzett runs to the line. Out the back for Yongi. Yongi, dummies. Almost goes straight through. They got to set restart the Eels.
Is he in my multi?
Yongi tackled 10 metres out. Back into midfield. Pezzett grubbers on play 1. It spills out the back for Riley Smith. And Riley Smith dives on the loose ball. More ass than class, but they'll take it. Jonah Pezzett, I thought, had absolutely butchered this. Kicking on play 3. Trying to grubber him behind the line. Payne in the Hakeem Haas gets his big mitts on it, but he can't hold on. Spills the ball back into his in-goal. And Riley Smith gets the luck of the bounce. Reaches out and puts his hand on it to score. Here we go. The Eels lined up to the right. I thought for all money, even though Reece Walsh was horribly out of position, I thought the kick on tackle 3 was risky business from Pezzett.
Well, did you not hear the tackle, the set restart, perhaps? I mean, it's...
Well, that is the thing that we've seen.
Players.
Yeah. We do see that happen quite often, where players don't hear the set restart, but it's worked out all right for them. Heel Fries is organising his grand final tickets again.
Back on the Para Bear wagon.
Oh, boy. 20 points to 10. Should be 12. Should be. From right beside the post, Mitch Moses puts it right down the middle. Of course he does. 20 points to 12 with 8.5 to go. And I tell you what, agree or disagree, chat room, if there's no more change to the score, Parramatta will feel in a pretty good place going into the halftime break, only 8 points behind.
How long till the halftime break? Have you been keeping the clock well?
No, I haven't been.
Oh, okay.
It's about 10 minutes away, I think.
So, Dan's clock is terrible.
No, person operating it is terrible. 8.5 minutes to go. The clock is fine. It's beautiful.
8.5 minutes to go. So the clock's 2 minutes behind. 3 minutes behind.
The clock and the broadcasting setup itself is a thing of beauty that nobody else on YouTube is doing. As this kickoff goes out on the full. Penalty on halfway. Reece Walsh has put the restart out on the full. Welcome back, Rocks. That does also support my theory that they are perhaps playing with a slight breeze in the first half too, the Broncos. The fact that kickoff went too deep. Moses now puts it into touch. 30 metres out from the line. Seven minutes to go until the break. Oh, can you imagine how huge a try here would be for the Eels?
Yeah, as long as it's one of my multi-tanks.
Stop that, huh? Hey. Trying to get her stitches out, huh? You can't be doing that.
Oh. Are they dissolvable ones?
Yes. 25 out. Parramatta, 2 tackles in. Here's Pezzett at first receiver. Walker holds the pass up nicely for Tuivasa. Still just inside the 20. Halfway through the set, Smith goes for Walker on the right. Pezzett has it out the back. Flat pass! Puts Tuilagi in a hole, and Tuilagi gets his second.
Not that guy, heel fries. Not that guy.
Tuilagi gets 2. Parramatta are well back in this one. Pezzett slotting into first receiver. Holds the ball out in front with 2 hands. Holds it up nicely. Waits for Ezra Mam to jam in. And much like we saw, the exact same play that we saw from Carrigan and Haas up the other end, Jonah Pezzett has turned it on Ezra Mam. Shibasaki out too wide. Not covering that line that Ezra left open. And Big Kelma Tuolungi says, thank you very much. And Jason Riles, more importantly, says, thank you very much. Hey,
Well, I did think it was going to be a very big scoring game because, like, from both teams, because they both wanted to prove something after last week. So, yeah, I think there's still plenty of points in this game for anyone who's worried about their multis. Oh, Miss Laura. Laura, gosh, baby girl. Did she hear me?
Any blood?
Hi. Oh, no more Cheetos from me because they all require teeth to actually chew them. Little Miss Muffet.
Mitchell Moses, 15 in from touch.
Darling.
15 to the right of the post. Moves in and shocking. Shocking, he's missed it.
What was that?
Oh, he's missed it.
There was a regulation kick, and he's kicked it 5 meters to the bloody right of the post.
5? You're being generous. It was about
Okay,
72 meters to the right of the
72.
post. 20 points to 16 it remains, but importantly,
Oh my God.
importantly for the Eels, that the end of this first half has surely given them some belief. Broncos get us back underway. What the hell was that? Says Heel Prize.
It was
And a penalty to the Eels on tackle 1.
pretty.
The Broncos have been pushing their luck all game with that ruck area. And they just held on a little too long on this occasion. Parramatta fine touch, 35 out from their own line. Suddenly there is a complete 180 in the coaches' boxes. I've accidentally given Parramatta a point. Back in towards midfield. Kutoga backs up over halfway. Good post-contact meters. Smith from dummy half.
Oh yeah, add Payne Haas to the score.
Oh, didn't I put him in? Okay. This did not happen right now, by the way, people. I'm just getting that in now. Moses to the line. Out the back for Iongi. They've got a 3-on-2. Iongi dummies. Steps back off the right boot. And Isaiah Iongi.
Yay, he's in my multi.
We are all locked up. 20 points
Five.
apiece.
Whoop, whoop.
4.5 to go till the break. Parramatta lined up to the right. They had a 3-on-2. Isaiah Iongi says, I'll do it myself. The Broncos defense backing up. Shibasaki caught in no man's land. He steps inside the weak shoulder. Walsh is overcommitted. Doesn't even make an attempt.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing, Walsh? You can't stand over him yelling. Like, that's not tackling the player.
Try confirmed. Isaiah Iongi, it's 20 points all.
Whew. Well then. And we can all see Dan's perked up.
Oh, I'm happy now.
So I need...
Although, I'm still furious at Jordan Ricky for dropping the ball over the try line.
What else do I need? I can't remember. Why am I so bad at this? The Fox? Oh, Dane Mariner. Dean Mariner. That's the other one I need. Heel fries. So I need the Fox, Shibasaki, and Dean Mariner. And the way we're going, that's not looking like it's going to happen. I did say it was going to be a high-scoring game.
Yep, and I did say it would be a close game.
Oh, it's close now. Let's see if he can actually kick this one.
Moses made an absolute fluff of his last attempt. He's better this time. And can you believe it? After the first half we've had, that's been largely dominated by the Broncos, we are 3 minutes away from the halftime break and Parramatta lead this contest. You can't believe it. Can't believe it. 22 points to 20.
Large. Yeah, no, that 22-20, like, Parramatta looked absolutely shell-shocked for the first
Becca over there on TikTok
of this half, and they've just picked it up. But they were running up to the Payne Haas try. They were running back with their heads down, like they just looked completely defeated. But a couple of terrible errors from the Broncos, like kicking it out on the full, like just really gave them that momentum to get back into it and give them a little bit of a spark and a little bit of hope.
If I've got the right person here, that is my good friend Becca Marie over there on TikTok, Sydney Roosters supporter, if I'm not mistaken. How are you, Beck? Long time no see.
Is this person got blue hair? Because it looks like it.
Another player who's got their pants pulled half down. 38 from their own line here, the Eels. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I was going to say, yes, rocking the blue hair, even though it takes absolutely like a gajillion years to get it out of your hair. It's still always a fun look.
Fifth and last for the Eels. Moses on halfway. Puts this one high. Sends it deep. A metre out from the try line. Walsh backing up. Takes it. He winds up the kick return. Steps off that left boot. Taken down by the two-time try scorer, Tuolungi. The Broncos now with 1:45 to go until the break. Set about getting out of their own end. And a penalty. Is it? No, a 6 again. Set restart. Shibasaki. Straight up the middle.
No one knows what it's for.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry.
No one knows.
I couldn't tell you. Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Jagevski ruled out. Well, that was obvious. That was obvious. I think Williams will come back, but Jagevski was never coming back after that. Not 2 weeks in a row. There's Ben Talty. There's a player who could make a difference and swing the momentum back for the home team.
There's another player that can make a difference. Do something, Reynolds. Do something.
Carrigan to Reynolds. Reynolds does do something. Double pump cutout ball for the big D. Mariner steps back in field, but we've got a whistle for a forward pass and a handover. Well, I don't think...
Well, what the hell? Because he's in my multi. That was not a forward pass.
It's certainly not any more forward than half the Broncos passes out to their wingers.
That is not forward. That was about as forward as Teddy's pass to Fergo.
Down she pops. Great to see you again, Becca. Anyways, hope things are going well. And yeah, this is what we do each and every weekend. Cover all sorts of sports. Rugby league, rugby union. I got kicked off Facebook a while ago. So we never really did get the opportunity to shoot the breeze on what we're up to these days. As Tuivasa takes it up over halfway here for the Eels.
He wishes, Mr. Barton. He wishes.
Moses to Pezzett. Pezzett out the back nicely to Kotoga. Gets the forward pass back in field. And it's been lost forward anyways.
That was forward. 3, 2, yeah, set it up. Let's go. That's not happening.
Look, my clock caught up almost as well. As that is the halftime break. And I tell you what, the Eels, they will walk off the field with a lot more confidence and be a lot happier of the two teams. And I think it's showing in the body language as well.
Yeah, 100%. Their heads on down. Shibasaki's is because he let in a try.
22 points to 20 at the break. I'm going to have a quick toilet break, so...
I'll wait till you come back.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, please concentrate on the game or the NBA or something, and not like things from 30 years ago.
Okay. Well, I was going to do a quick around the grounds because Carlton and Richmond are playing. It's 9-9-63 to Carlton, 5-6-36 to Richmond at half time. For anyone who is interested in the rival code over there. I can talk about basketball. How's Bam getting 83 points in a game for Miami the other day? Like, wow. Second highest individual point scoring effort in a game ever in the NBA, behind Wilt Chamberlain, of course. Beating out Kobe. I think Kobe had 81. That was his, or 80. No, it was 80 or 81. But anyway, yeah.
What was that stat you said? Highest what?
Second highest individual score by a single player in the NBA. So Wilt Chamberlain got like 100 points in a game once. Wilt Chamberlain? I'm just like questioning myself right now. Highest NBA scores individually. Bam Adebayo. Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain's got 100. So, yeah. But yeah, Bam was just he shot like 50 free throws or something, and yeah, it was insane, like absolutely insane. But I just want to say, considering the amount of buckets he missed, he didn't get a double-double. He only got 9 rebounds, so that's a little bit weak, I thought. But yes, heel fries, we are doing the NBA talk. I was very distracted because Jaylen Brown, one of my favourite players from the Celtics, got ejected in the second quarter of their game against the San Antonio Spurs, and it was, it's been a big talking point next to Bam. It all happened at once in the NBA on Wednesday morning here in Australia. But yeah, that's all I got.
Will you be streaming? Will you be streaming any basketball this year?
Well, I don't know, because we've just had the NRL off season, and I did ask you, but somebody lost his Facebook and his ability to apparently reply to any messages ever on any form of platform that he told me to message him on. So
only to certain people.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could do some NBA. We'll have to see. It'll have to be on a weekend.
Chaotic Crimson, ahoy, mate. We are just enjoying that fantastic first half of football. It's interesting, though. Like, do you remember, because Pepperidge Farm remembers, when we used to have games that were closely fought, contests that went, like, try for try? But what we're seeing, even when there's close games, it's like one team gets out 14, 20 points to nil. The other team comes back and scores 24 and then gets themselves 8 ahead. And the other team comes back. Like, we're just seeing these huge, huge pylons of points. And I miss the grind that we used to see of, 6-0, 8-0, 8-4, 8-6. We're seeing pylons of points. Do you understand what I'm trying to make? Like the point that I'm trying to get across. Like we saw it here, like Broncos
trying to get across about the points. No pun intended.
Broncos raced out to a lead. Eels fight back. It's these, whether it's these 6 agains that have been expanded upon this season. It's hard to break momentum shifts. We already knew that it's hard to break momentum once a team gets it, but it seems momentum's easier to get this season, and we're seeing just pylons of points.
I'll be right back.
ARW.
I will be right back.
ARW says Tuolungi should have taken his headgear off years ago. He's on another level tonight. Well, that's the thing. He started the game with the headgear, I noticed. Because that's why when he made his line break and he scored that first try, I didn't even recognize him, because he started I'm fairly certain I'm talking about the right guy. I'm fairly certain he started the game in headgear. He lost the headgear at some point during the game, and he went up another level. But some people don't like wearing headgear. It gets in the way almost. Like, you get distracted by it if you're not used to wearing it. And I'm not saying that is the case with Kelma, but if you're not used to wearing it and then suddenly you have to wear headgear, it is distracting. So I just wonder if he's not used to wearing headgear, and it was either something that he was trying, or he had taken a knock, so it was a precautionary thing. I don't know, but since he removed the headgear, his game tonight went up a whole other level. So there you go. Yeah, that is definitely a thing that happened. Wayne Stretch, ahoy, mate. ARW. Oh, yeah, Michelle doesn't like it when you talk the truth about the Broncos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she doesn't like it. Whoops. Sorry, Laura. Knocked my phone off the thing. Oh, Panthers doing well. Heel fries. Yep. I'm thinking about next week, maybe. Next week, getting him back in so that we can restart our Generations chit-chats, our Generations podcast. Get that up and running again for the new year. So, but yeah, we still catch up, have dinner every Wednesday, and shoot the breeze on all things rugby league. So, bring him in for the Panthers Sharks game, maybe. Yeah, if he wants to. Halftime is probably still a couple of minutes away. Maybe maybe 3 or 4 minutes away at most. Halftime stats: possession has been 58% to the Broncos. 20 of 22 completions. 42% possession for the Eels, 14 from 17. So they improved towards the back end of that half, but still, with the weight of possession that went the Broncos' way, they should not be behind at the halftime break. No way. Scaife 97, ahoy mate. Nice to see you again as always. What is going on with the Bronx? Facepalm, 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 says Scaife 97. Brock Seagulls. I swear the Eels had like 4 points to 20. WTF. ARW, anyone else got Haas as captain on fantasy? I don't have a fantasy squad for this season because I just don't have the time to invest into it to be any good at it. You know what I mean? Anyone who plays Supercoach or NRL fantasy, you know that it takes some time investment if you want to do it seriously. And I just don't have that time, I'm afraid. So I didn't worry about it this season. But I can tell you that I probably wouldn't have. When I was playing it, I had a tendency to captain goal kickers. That was my little strategy. And look, it might not be a winning strategy. It never really worked out for me all that well. But yeah, I used to captain people like J'maine Hopgood, for example. Players who are more than capable of scoring a haul of tries, but also do the team's goal kicking as well. So those were the guys that I had a tendency to captain in my squads when I was doing it. Who we got there? Sending 10 roses over on TikTok. SAV. Let me see if I can get a full name over there. Mr. Oh, Sav. There's nothing after the SAV. Shadow, thank you very much for the heart me. And Sav, thank you very much for the extra TikToks over there on TikToks. Heel Fries says, Asako has one of the best conversions and you can't change my mind. I wouldn't want to change your mind. I think that's a very good call. Clayton 2421, brother, what is happening with the Broncos? Yeah, they fell apart at the back end of that first half. I wonder if there's any sort of coincidence here. Like, they lost Jagevsky to HIA early in that Panthers game. They didn't even fire a shot against the Panthers, did they? They lost Jagevsky in this game against the Eels and then proceeded to fall apart at the back end of the first half. This might sound crazy, but is Jack Jagevsky more important to this Broncos lineup than any of us realize? I mean, is that even possibly a thing, or is it just a mere coincidence? Unknown user wants to know, what do I reckon about the Cowboys? It's desperation stations for the Cowboys, isn't it? You know, I did predict it's going to be a rough year for them. And I have predicted that Todd Payton will be the first coach to lose his job this season, and perhaps the only coach to lose his job this season. I think they both need a change of scenery. Both Todd Payton Todd Payton needs a break from the Cowboys, and the Cowboys need a break from Todd Payton. I think it's going to be a rough season for them. Heel Fries wants to know if I'm going to kick back on the stream after the game for a bit. I can. I certainly can. Yep. Alara is... looks like Alara's meds have kicked in for the night. She is completely zonked out. So, yeah, as long as people are hanging around and asking questions in the chat room, because I don't have anything planned to talk about. But as long as people are sticking around, I'll continue to stick around. Pretty easy to keep an eye on her when she's zonked out like that. Oh, somebody on TikTok has got Tuolungi for 3 tries at $9 live bet. Nice. Miss DJ Shaq, ahoy, mate.
DJ Shaq, ahoy!
Well, I'm still furious at Jordan Ricky because I should have 2 ticks off this multi. Jordan Ricky dropping the ball over the try line.
Well, you know, I should have 3 with Dean Mariner, but apparently it was a forward pass.
Gina Ferracini, ahoy.
Is that good, Noah? I don't know if that's good. Every year I'm like, I should do a super coach every year, but I just don't have time. I barely remember to tip.
Yep. Jordan Ricky did butcher a try, DJ Shaq. Butchered it big time. Dropped the ball over the try line.
Yeah, look, Bobby on TikTok, Broncos have 0 fitness. I wouldn't say they have 0 fitness because obviously they're keeping up, you know, like, but it's weird. They're just, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Chaotic Crimson, I missed anything about fantasy football. I've only just popped back in. Just been dealing with something. But yeah, Craig Howarth over there on YouTube, ahoy.
Craig Howarth, of course, got to be happy with how things went in round 1.
Did not mean for that to sound so sing-song.
Always nice when Parra puts some effort in, says Heel Fries. Josh wants to know how is that? Well, Josh said, I don't think it's a question. It's more a statement. Oh, no, it is a question. Okay. How was the last 10 minutes in that half? Pretty dismal if you're a Broncos supporter.
Be a rhetorical question. I know, me and my friggin' Hogwarts scarf over here, just, you know, having a great old time. I don't know where my other scarf went. It got put away.
Is that the lucky one?
The grand final.
Is that the lucky one that's disappeared?
Yeah, good.
We'll keep it away.
Around, like,
keep it gone.
Ashes.
Keep it gone. We don't want it back.
Yeah. So now I've just got to find mine. I don't know. Dad's put it away somewhere, and I don't know where it is. So
we still need to hear that.
Find it.
We still need to hear that story, Mr. Button. In full. I mean, all the gory details of
what?
Poor old Mr. Button getting spat on by Corey Parker at the pub. I'd love to know what he said to fire up the big man like that.
What did you say to Corey Parker for him to spit on you? I mean, he's like supposed to be a TV personality now. You shouldn't be doing that. Goodness gracious. Oh. Dan, have you got any messengers open right now?
Sorry, I swear to God, I just heard my back door open.
It hasn't, obviously.
It hasn't. No, it hasn't. Second half about to get underway. And it will be the Broncos who kick us off. And they send it deep. Parramatta take it in their own in-goal. Pezzett hands it off. And there is the man. Sam Tuavati. Yes, I can't wait for that catch up on Corey Parker spitting on Mr. Barton. 20 out from their own line here. The Eels. Walker. Flat pass across the face of the defence there to Tuolungi. And Tuolungi goes to ground on the 30. Short side they go. Moses takes the line on. Hands it back on the inside. Number 20. Who's number 20 for crying out loud? Oh, it's Semrani. Semrani goes to ground on halfway. Walker, full of running. Takes it into Broncos territory, then throws a horrible pass. Goes out the back of Cortoga, who loses ground as he retreats to reclaim it. Fifth and last here. Inside their own 40. Moses steps outside the 40 to kick. Gets a good angle on it. And it's been dropped by Reece Walsh under no pressure at the back. He can't believe it. I sure can. But he can't. And that is a huge mistake.
Get over it.
Parramatta will get the ball back here. 20 out from the Broncos line. Under no pressure. Oh, then he looks at his hands like they're slippery. You didn't even get a hand on it, mate. Straight off his chest. Into touch.
All right, can you give it to the Fox, please? And then that's all. No more scoring for Parramatta. Then I need 2 Broncos to score to win the game and my multi.
I'd love to know, actually, who Dylan Walker came on the field for, because he has made a world of difference to this team. 10 metres out. Parramatta lined up to the left. Short ball to Tuivasa. Inside the 10 here on play 2. Smith goes the short side again. Cortoga, a little too upright. Couple of metres out from the line. Back into midfield. Pezzett out the back for Moses. Moses, cut out pass out the back to Yongi. Yongi dummies, slides in the corner and gets the ball to ground just inside the dead ball line. Isaiah Yongi gets a double. 26-20, kick to come.
Ooh,
Moses
Broncos.
from the sideline. What a start to the second half. Heelfry says he came on for DeBellin. Okay, because ever since Dylan Walker's been on the field, Para have been a different team. Mitch Moses holding the ball out in front with 2 hands, draws in the defenders, gets them to commit. He's got a Yongi out the back.
Yeah,
and
look,
Isaiah Yongi.
Half, so
They had it well covered, the Broncos. He had no right to score that, really.
ooh.
3 minutes gone in the second half. Adam Reynolds, I couldn't help but notice.
Going on?
I couldn't help but notice that on the regrowth of the shaved sides for Adam Reynolds has the exact same ingrown hair as I do at the moment. It's in the exact same spot. Crazy. Just thought I'd throw that out there. 26 points to 20 with the kick to come. The Broncos fans are speechless.
I need to lose this. Sorry, this is my bad luck scarf, and it's going. I don't know where my good luck scarf is, but I'm going to
Moses
throw it on.
from the sideline moves in, and that is a dead set shocker. It's even worse than the worst one we saw in the first half. 26 points to 20 it remains.
That's what's keeping us in the game at this point.
Could very easily have been 30 points to 20. I mean, we give him the benefit of the doubt for that one. That was from the sideline. It wasn't a great effort, but it was from the sideline. But he should not have missed that earlier one from right beside the post.
No. 100%.
Could easily have been 28-20 at least, if not 30. Broncos get us back underway. Kickoff goes deep to Pezzett again. Pezzett has got Tuivasa running with him again. It's like an instant replay of the previous restart.
Look at the try stats there. Oh, dearie me.
Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy, mates. And a big charge forward here from that man, Tuilagi. What a beast he's been. And we've got time off because down in back play is Ben Tolte. And this would be a huge loss for the Broncos. Tolte is a beast coming off the bench. And he's down on his haunches in back play.
Ooh, a little bit of friendly.
He's clashed heads with Toha.
Ooh.
Tolte
going to have to go off, I think.
Tolte and Toha. Friendly fire. Jeez, he's back into position, but I think we'll see the independent doctor here.
They're going to have to.
Yep, he's gone.
Yeah, off he goes.
That was almost immediate.
Yeah.
He got back
It
in the
was-
defensive line, and the independent doctor said, "No bloody way, mate. Off you come."
Yeah. No, that was, yeah. If the other guys went off, then, yeah, he's absolutely going off. Who's on now? Number 8. Who's number 8 for the Broncos?
Corey Jensen back on the field.
Who's in my team? Who's in my team? What's going on?
Walker with the short ball. And Tuavati put on his back. 35 metres out over on that left edge. Eels back into midfield. Slow play the ball. 5th and last. Back for Moses to clear from inside the 40. Gets a solid purchase on it. Backing up is Karapani, who takes it on the full. Heading back in towards the middle of the field. Karapani's put on his back. A great kick chase led by Dylan Walker. Brass, ahoy there, mate.
Breaking
Talty.
news. Ben Talty is undergoing a head injury assessment.
Talty, category 2. As Ezra Mam opens them up. He's got support from Walsh. Walsh, will he have the pace? Slows
no,
down
he
and
doesn't have
steps
the
back
pace.
in field. Isaiah Yongi cuts him down.
No pace, and he's run out of field.
30 metres out. Willison charges into contact. Tackle 4. The Broncos looking to get the momentum back. Reynolds cut out pass there to Ricky. Ricky spins in the contact. Looks to offload. No one to give it to. 5th and last. Carrigan at first receiver. Reynolds has it out the back. They're up quickly on him. It's still 5th and last.
You're on the
Reynolds gets the pass away to Mam. Beware the second kick. Goes in behind the Fox. And winning the chase is Katoni Staggs.
Not Dean Mariner.
Beware the second kick. Staggs has got himself a double. They had no right there.
Do you just love how I pulled off that unlucky scarf, threw it away? Neck minute, Broncos in.
Go and put it back on.
No.
Ezra Mam with the line break. Reece Walsh didn't back himself here. He was right on the sideline. Iongi was coming across. Stepping back in field, but here, tackle 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Adam Reynolds should have been put on his ass on the 5th and last. Does get the ball away, and beware the second kick. Sits up nicely for Katoni Staggs in the in-goal. 6 occasions that play should have come to a close. Ezra Mam should never have got to the kick. Oh, it's nice to be back, Gina Ferracini.
Oh,
Jasper.
They
Jasper.
make their money.
Jasper 5914. It's been a while on this channel. You still look the same. Wow. I mean,
Well, is that
don't-
good or
what to-
bad?
yeah, I don't know.
Do I
I
still
don't
look
know
the
what
same?
the
Am I
what is the
terrible?
expectation? What is the expectation here that I may have aged about 10 years over? Well, I am a Shark supporter. Blair 420. Ahoy, mate.
My hair's looking pretty ratty. That's about it. That's all that's changed. I need a trim.
There's people who have been followers of this channel since the beginning who think I've changed a lot. Remember, I used to rock the mohawk, short hair mohawk.
I used to have blue hair, but yeah, that's probably it. That's the only thing that we've changed is our hair.
Reynolds converts,
Still
and it
looking
is
like Aaron
26
Woods.
apiece.
Oh, what did someone call you last week? And we never
I don't
heard
know.
that one before.
I don't know. I get a few different ones.
There was a good one. A few grey hairs here and there. That was the expectation from Jazz Beer.
Okay.
Maybe he dyes them or plucks them out.
Or they just don't show up on camera.
Yeah, Gina, I used to have like super bright blue hair, like that Telstra logo on the field, bright blue hair. It was for many, many years, and it's a real pain in the ass to get out, hence the crap that's at the bottom of my hair at the moment.
26 points apiece, and suddenly the Broncos look like they've got a new lease of life. Willison carries it up to the 30. Still so much time left in this game.
Did I not say it was going to be a high scoring affair?
Yes, and I said it would be a close one. Looks like we're both going to be right. Carrigan plays it on halfway. They march back into Eels territory, 5th and last. Reynolds Puts this one high. Contestable kick. Flying through to put pressure on. Well, Walsh has made no attempt at that. And it falls for the Eels anyway. Parramatta have it on their own 20. Oh, we are in.
End to the set of 6, I think.
It really was, yeah. We are in for a good finish, I think, in this one. The Broncos are happy about that ditched scarf, Michelle. Says
Yeah, I
Craig
have to
Howarth.
burn it, to be honest. I threw it on
Halfway
the back of Boof, so maybe he's farted on it and that's given it a little bit more of oomph.
Halfway through the set here, Walker has it. Standing a little upright here. They've driven him backwards. Bringing him to ground on his own 40. Riley Smith with no markers catches the Broncos napping and takes the ball into their territory. And we've got penalty to the Eels and time off as it blows up in back play. Well, I think we've got a penalty to the Eels. Either that or the referee just really aggressively blew his whistle for time off.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Why is something happening in back play? Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, I think Paddy Carrigan's taken exception to that straight boot or
No.
on behalf of
Is
Carrigan.
it Dylan Walker? Is Dylan Walker number 14?
Yep.
He's gotten up and given old mate from the Broncos a bit of a smack in the head as he's gotten up, and he's taken exception to that and given him a good old shove. So that's what's happened there. Dylan Walker's mouthing off now at Adam Reynolds. Pull your head in, you little...
Penalty to the Eels. So I did hear a penalty blowing whistle.
But yeah, it was Dylan Walker instigated that, but yeah.
Moses finds touch 30 metres out from the line. Taps and goes to Smith in midfield. Hands it on for Tuivasa. 10 minutes gone in the second half. 26 apiece. Pezzett bobbles the ball, spills it. Broncos back in possession. Jonah Pezzett doing some favours for his future team. Spills the ball cold.
A little bit of karma for Dylan Walker, mouthing off like a little numbskull.
Mariner brings it up outside the 40. Put on his back there for play 2. Reynolds, dummies, takes the line on. Trying to wind back the clock there, Reno. Tackle just inside the Eels half. Jensen charges onto the ball, brings it up to the 40.
Eel fries.
Carrigan, dummies. Carrigan taken inside the 30. Big leg drive. 25 metres out in midfield. Fifth and last. Is it too early for a drop goal? Yes, says Reynolds, who puts the kick over the top. Battered back by Staggs. It's loose on the deck. Penalty to the Eels because Staggs was inside the 10.
Right.
A relieving
I was like,
penalty.
You just dived on that and then just lay there. What happened? I've got my TV right down, so I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Oh, Jonah Pezzett is having another game to forget. Blair 420, thank you very much for the ice cubes over there on TikTok. It is a perfect night for ice cubes, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Ice cubes. That's a random TikTok gift. Cheers.
Big defense here from the Broncos. Driving the Eels backwards from the tap. Sean Russell's had a nightmare. Late offload. Parramatta now keep the ball alive. Up the middle goes. Couldn't quite see who that was. I apologise. Tackle 2, just short of halfway. Junior Bolo back on the field. Takes it into the Broncos halfway through this set. Back into midfield. Here's Williams. Williams fends off one. Goes to ground 40 out. Quick play the ball. Smith catches the markers napping. Running with him is finding Dory. And Dory goes to ground on the 20. Fifth and last. Smith goes right for Pezzett. Pezzett holds the ball this time. Got Moses out the back. And Iyongi battered down by Ezra Mam. This will be 6 more tackles as Mam spills it. Knock on Ezra Mam. And Parramatta will have a full set of 6 on the attack.
Those are some very blue refs shirts this evening.
Bobby. Ahoy, mate. Bobby Palsy. How are you doing, my friend?
I don't think that was played at, but he did knock it on anyway, so...
Yeah, he knocked it on the second time, regardless.
Yeah. I don't think that was played out to begin with, but yeah. So if he'd regathered it, they could have. We haven't had a captain's challenge, have we?
No captain's challenge in this game so far.
Yeah.
Rodney Rapper, ahoy, mate. Penalty to the Eels, right out in front. Do they break the deadlock?
Yeah, they're going to take the 2. I mean, you can't miss from there, Moses.
They are going to take the shot at 2. Now, I'm assuming that penalty was either for the Broncos not packing the scrum in time, not getting to the scrum in time.
Eel fries, enough of that. I will put you in a timeout. I swear to God.
Just quietly, heel fries. That is brilliant.
It's really not.
Yes, it is. I would use that myself if I thought I could get away with it on stream.
You can't say that because, you know, people were actual victims.
I know. And who was the cause of that?
Okay, calm down.
From right out in front, Mitchell Moses with the penalty goal. Reece Walsh doing his best to try and distract him, but it has no effect. 28-26. The Parramatta Eels lead this one.
So why not?
Oh, I wasn't saying it like it was a bad thing. Of course you try and put the kicker off. Of course you do. 28-26 is the score, Raven, to the Eels.
I have my my first AFL game in like 3 weeks. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. I got to set my mouth guard.
You don't need a mouth guard.
I need a mouth guard. If anything was to happen to my teeth playing a contact sport, that would be the one thing to make my mother rise from the dead, from her ashes, and kill me.
Jeez.
That would be it.
Wow. Parramatta now on tackle 2 out to their own 20. Halfway through the set. Difficult going.
Breaking news. Penalty passes the head injury assessment.
Late offload here for the Eels. Scooped up around the ankles well. And the pass back now to Williams.
That was a great pickup.
Susceptible to a one-on-one strip there from Ben Hunt, but he can't get it. Another late offload here from Junior Paulo. Gets it back for Moses. Moses looks to put the kick through. It's charged down and dived on by Ben Hunt. And the Broncos back in possession on their own 40. Walsh has it down the short side. Standing start.
Charged down by someone else, not Ben Hunt. It just bounced.
No, he dived on the loose ball.
It came off the legs of Xavier Willison. It wasn't a knock on.
No, that's right. Ben Hunt dived on the loose ball. Broncos ball.
Yes,
Shibasaki.
Xavier Willison charged it down off of the Moses kick.
Shibasaki gets the play the ball away, and now they're up to the 40.
See you tomorrow night.
Walsh steps off the left boot. The gap closes. Fifth and last.
Him like a wrecking ball.
Reynolds with the inside ball to Haas. Haas is chopped down. Gets the pass back for Hunt. Hunt gets the grubber kick in behind the line. It's going to sit up here for Karapani. No, it goes into touch. But I tell you what, the Eels look like they're under threat every time the Broncos get to their kick.
They really do. They've had some arsey tries tonight.
They've got to shut down these fifth tackle options of the Broncos. And the Broncos have got plenty of fifth tackle options. Reynolds, Hunt.
I don't know if you heard me before, but I'm saying it again.
Reynolds, Hunt. Walsh, ma'am. They've got fifth tackle options out the wazoo. You've got to shut the ball down. But anyway, they've survived. Smith catches the markers napping. Haas retreating. Does well to resist the urge to pile on there. DeBellin out to the 40. Paulo in at first receiver. Out the back for Peasant. Numbers to the left for the Eels. Peasant's been dumped on his head here by Staggs. Staggs could be going for 10 here. Let's have a look how he's landed first and foremost. I think there's a little overreaction here from the Eels players. Penalty should be sufficient. Here's the replay. Staggs gets in underneath, drives Peasant, and yes, he's tipped him, but he hasn't landed on his head. Penalty sufficient.
Landed on his forearm at best. Like, it's a penalty. He's not going to the bin. It's fine. And he got up and shook his hand. He knew it was fine. Yep. Little handshake there. They're all good. All the boys are good.
Parramatta fine touch, 25 out. DeBellin backs into the defence, takes it to the 20. Smith fires it across for Peasant in midfield. Tuolungi. Staggs has gone on report. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
15 out from the line. Peasant to DeBellin. Pass out the back for Moses. Intercepted by Reynolds and he drops it. Oh, Adam Reynolds was about to get those old legs pumping once again. We saw that last year, didn't we?
That was the greatest intercept try ever.
Adam Reynolds was moments away.
He's like, thank God I don't have to chase him.
Adam Reynolds was moments away from sitting out the next 3 weeks in recovery.
Oh, still the greatest individual ever.
Couldn't quite hold on. 15 metres out. Eels will get the scrum down. Smith at the back goes to Moses. Inside ball for Dory. Dory taken down 15 metres out.
I need Dean Mariner to get an intercept and just run the length of the field.
Junior at first receiver. Spins in the contact of Willison. Set restart here for the Eels. 10 metres out. Smith comes down the short side for Tuolungi. Just a couple of metres short. Slow play the ball. This one, they're tangled up. Walsh can't get back into the defensive line. Moses. Pass goes out the back of Paulo. Junior looking to fire a no-looker away. Common sense prevails.
God, what is going on with his hair?
Common sense prevails and he holds on. Moses, out the back it goes. They've come up with a mistake. And wide open spaces here for Katoni Staggs. Does he have the pace, Staggs? Moses comes at him. Can't get hold of him. And they drag Katoni Staggs down, 40 out from the line. Front foot ball, though, from the Broncos. Big overlap to the left if they can get it there. Hunt for Mam. Steps back in field. Ezra dancing. And he's wrapped up 20 metres out on tackle 1. The Eels' defensive line is reset. Now Walsh kicks over the top for himself. Needs the bounce. Gets it. And Reece Walsh scores.
All right, I take it back. Okay, that's fine.
There was nobody at the back. Parramatta scramble back in defence. But there was no fullback, and Walsh, balls of steel, with a chip and chase for himself on play 2. He would have looked like an absolute tit if this didn't come off.
Holy Jesus. That's why I was yelling.
That was a ballsy play.
That is, oh, come on. That's a Reece Walsh play. Look at that kick. How many times has he done that in his backyard? Like, God damn. Yeah, what the hell is going on with Polo's hair, heel fries? What the hell? Does he go to the same barber as Kafusi? Like, my word.
For the Eels, though, geez, they had the front foot ball, they had the momentum, threatened the set before to give away the intercept. Now they come up with the spilt ball and don't shut it down. That is just some coach-killing basics right there as the Broncos reclaim the lead.
I take it back. Reece Walsh actually looks a little more mature with this haircut. It was a great tackle to spill that ball. Who was that? Number 5 for the Broncos. Dane Mariner. I need you to score a try, mate. But it was such a good tackle to knock the ball clean out of Moses' hands. Adam Reynolds with the conversion. Nice and easy. So what are we? 32-28. Dan's wandered off somewhere. Although he doesn't tell me, he just wanders off and just expects me to pick up the slack. No comments out of you, heel fries. And hopefully he's back before they restart because I don't know any of the players' names called game properly. Even my own team. He's got the Kafusi. Yeah, seriously, Junior Polo, what the hell is going on with your hair? That is god awful. So, yeah.
Conversion
Eels get us back
successful whilst I was
underway.
gone.
Big kick, but the Broncos take it back up into the middle of the field.
Ah.
You right over there?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
17 and a half minutes to play. Yeah, I was just sorting Alara out.
Okay.
Up the guts goes Talty back on the field after his HIA. 32 points to 28 with 17 to go.
KV there on TikTok, you need Karapani for 4,500. Very nice. Fingers crossed. He's only my multi, but my multi's shot to shit. So
yeah, well,
Karapani.
Jordan Ricky screwed mine up.
Yeah.
Fifth and last, Reynolds from inside the 40 tries to milk the late contact, and it's taken by the Fox at the back.
He just fell over. He wasn't trying to milk anything. My God.
No, you reckon he just fell over because he's old?
I reckon he was just like, oh, Jesus, and then fell over. I don't think he was milking anything.
Time for a rest for Reno. He needed to lie down after that almost. He got tired just thinking about that intercept. He needed a break.
There's this really, really funny clip of this dickhead in the NBA, Draymond Green, who likes to fight everybody and tries to put them on the ground. And it's about how you need a rest and you need a rest. And I think you need a rest. I'll send it to you. It's hilarious.
Tortoga takes the line on. Well defended there from the Broncos. Fifth and last. Pezzett from 35 out. Puts it high. Contestable kick this one in midfield. Walsh attacks the ball. Spills it. And this will be 6 more tackles for the Eels. Knock on by Walsh.
Ooh,
and now, well. Down he goes, Reece Walsh. He's come flying forward to attack the ball here. Leaps in the air, gets himself in an awkward position. And, he's hyperextended his knee as he landed on one leg.
He hasn't really... you know how sometimes when players jump up and their kneecap smashes into someone else? I thought that might have occurred, but no, it looks like just a hyperextension.
He'll be right.
He's wandered back into the scrum.
He's all good.
Yeah. I fell over in the valley last night and skinned my knee. Great.
Moses out the back for a Yongi. Feeds it across the line for Semrani. Semrani goes to ground. 15 metres out on this near edge.
Oh.
Pants are down again. Moses.
Oh, that was forward.
Infield to Dory. Dory tackled on the 10. Paulo is the decoy. Moses goes out the back for Pezzett. Dummy steps back infield off the left. Easy read there for the Broncos defense. Halfway through the set. Paulo. Loose pass is intercepted by Ezra, who spills it. Oh, they just can't quite nail these intercepts, the Broncos. Ezra Mam this time gets the attempted intercept, spills the ball forward. But if this goes anything like the last intercept attempt, the Eels could cough the ball up here and Katoni Staggs will break away upfield.
He jumped up, got that ball. Oh, yeah, lost it. Did not have the purchase on it, unfortunately. God, this game is This game's had pretty much everything, hasn't it?
Scrum down 10 metres out. Moses breaks away. Wraps around the back of Bolo. Gets on the outside. It's battered down by the Broncos. Play on. Simonson scoops it up. And it's a penalty here. Offside at scrum time. The obvious choice will be to call scrum again. Broncos offside at the scrum. A no-brainer that they call the exact same play. It very nearly paid off there. Moses breaking off the back of the scrum. 13 and a half to go. Broncos lead by 4. If they give away another scrum penalty here, it is automatic sin bin. Moses feeds it. Breaks away again. Exact same play, except Bolo dummies this time. Big Junior dummies. And goes into contact 10 out. DeBellin in midfield. 2 metres short of the try line. Slow play the ball. De Silva's on the field. Goes left for Pezzett. Pezzett kicks. The ball needs to sit up here for the Fox. It sits up, though, for Sean Russell. Russell picks it up. Reaches out. plants it down in the corner. Sean Russell is celebrating. The Eels are celebrating. The try's been awarded, but we will have a look.
Oh, there's a lot to look at here. Oh, goodness
Oops.
me. They're just screaming at each other's faces. That's fantastic. Fox, why couldn't you score it? Because, you're in my multi. He's offside. Oh, no, that's all right. He didn't go for the ball, so it's fine.
Sean Russell, the try scorer.
No chance that that's... Okay, this is the angle it'll show us.
Does he stay in the field of play? He does. Oh, Sean Russell's done amazing here.
He does stay in the field of play.
You know what? I picked Bailey Simonson instead of Sean Russell in my multi.
I don't even know who Sean Russell is.
That guy who just tied the scores. That's who it is. That bloke who just leveled the scores here, 32 apiece with 12 to play. Pezzett, I thought, had butchered this. Much like Reece Walsh down the other end, kicking early. I thought he had screwed it up for all money.
Did Adokar touch that? Like, I'm not, discounting the fact that there was a great try. Is it try confirmed? Did Adokar touch that?
Oh, wait a minute. It's not confirmed yet.
That's what I thought. They just had a look. Adokar, I thought he might have touched it.
This one's not yet confirmed. Moses is lining up the shot at goal regardless.
I when it goes to ground in front of them, maybe Adokar's got a touch to it. Maybe. This is what they're looking at.
Okay, that's back off the Broncos and play on.
Inclusive.
So that's
you can't see anything from that angle.
No, you can see everything from that angle. Try confirm. There we go.
Confirmed.
Finally.
There we go.
Mitch Moses from bang on the sideline, the favoured side for a right-footed kicker to give the Eels the lead. Moves in, puts it on target. It's bending back and through. And the Eels reclaim the lead, 34-32.
Goodness me. Hardly any points scored in that third quarter in the Carlton-Richmond game.
As many as this?
A lot less, actually. It's an NRL score.
Oh, Chona Pezzett, I thought, had ballsed this up. Much like Reece Walsh down the other end, the early kick, I thought, was not the option. It's worked out for both sides. 34-32. Broncos go deep with the restart. And Junior Bolo bumps into Torty on the 10-metre line. And Carrigan's there to help out. And they shut down Big Junior. Cortoga, again, way too upright going into contact. He's got to work on that. De Silva tries to catch them napping out of dummy half, but Carrigan's having none of it. Halfway through the set and still inside their own 20. De Bellin says, enough of this. Brings them out of that red zone on play 4. Dory gets himself as close to the 40 as possible here for the 5th and last. Down the short side for Moses, who gets the kick away from well inside his own 40. And Reece Walsh with an easy take on his own 10. Fires it across into midfield for the Big D. And Mariners put on his ass. Great kick chase there from the Eels. Broncos will start this set 20 metres out from their own line. Karapani's got himself back there. How quickly can the big boppers get back here? Shibasaki with a good solid run. Just short of the 40. And again, backing up, Karapani. Takes it up towards halfway on the 4th. Haas is back there now. And he's tackled on halfway, the first of the big boppers. Short side, Reynolds runs 10 metres before he puts the kick in. And it's a little too heavy to be contestable. Well taken at the back there for Sean Russell.
Are you allowed to run in front of another player and shepherd him off the ball?
Russell taken down on his own 10. Scaife97 wants to know if anyone else really dislikes the new Broncos logo.
Yeah, look, I'm a Broncos fan and I'm not a fan.
Poor service from dummy half there to the Fox, who has to dive forward to take it as if he's playing it mid-on.
I get why they did it, but yeah, I just prefer the classic Broncos logo.
Walker outside the 30. Good, strong run there on the 5th and last. 9 minutes left to play. Moses again down the short side. Looks to get a better purchase this time. Sends it down as far as Karapani, who winds up and brings it back as far as Jack DeBellin. And
Who
that's
needs
tackle
Caravani
one.
for? Oh, Jack DeBellin. God, you annoy me.
Shibasaki down the short side. 8.5 minutes left to play. Eels defense is up quickly and putting pressure on. And a huge hit from Dylan Walker and Big Junior. And that's put Jensen straight on his back. Payne Haas now on play 4.
His hair made a hit there.
Carrigan, dummies. Spun to ground by Dylan Walker. 5th and last on halfway. Short side for Walsh. Walsh sends it high into the Suncorp sky. This is a tester for Yongi at the back, and he does well. Does well, Isaiah Yongi. Surrenders in the tackle.
Yeah.
15 out from their own line, the Eels. 7 minutes 40 to play. 2 points the difference. Short side. Trying to catch the Broncos defense napping is Semrani. Back into midfield. Simonson dancing around. Trying to bend the line, but Haas brings him to ground. 2 tackles left. No markers again for the Broncos. Not for the first time tonight. Nobody at marker. 5th and last. Moses on halfway. Puts this one high. Walsh tracking back for it. Easy take inside his own 10. He winds up. Stays down the short side. Beats one. Spins out of a second, but falls to ground. Gets up to go again. And he finally goes to ground. 25 out. A great kick return there from Walsh. Karapani now takes it back into the middle of the field. Broncos on their own 30. Reynolds inside to Haas. It's read extremely well there by the Eels defense. And they have put Haas down. You don't see that very often.
No.
Carrigan now on halfway. Tackle 4. Haas wants to go again. He's decoy though. Reynolds out the back for Ricky. Space out to the right. Fox comes flying up. Misses the tackle on Staggs. Staggs has got the big D in space. Mariner steps back in field. Beats one. Beats a second. And he's brought down. Desperation tackle inside the 20. Numbers to the left. Ezra looks up. Chips over the top for himself. And Isaiah Yongi scoops it up in goal. Runs back into the field of play. Gets himself to ground a metre out. Isaiah Yongi does a fantastic effort. And Ezra limping in back play after that chase.
Someone's down on the halfway line.
Adam Reynolds is down on halfway. Ezra Mann was limping in the end goal. Adam Reynolds is down on halfway. And we have got time off.
All these players
Semrani's down because he's copped a high shot here. This the bunker could give a penalty here to the Eels. This could be a Parramatta penalty.
The bunker could go back to, if they went back 4 tackles, 4 plays in that game in Vegas, why can't they do it in this game? Adam Reynolds has gone down, well back in the back play behind that one. Like,
oh, looks like his shoulder, Reno. I immediately think when I see Reynolds down, it's his legs, but...
No, maybe a rib. He's holding his middle.
Oh, Reynolds is off. He can't even stand up.
Oh. If he's not. He's not in any.
Renault's done. 5 minutes 48.
So you're not going to call any penalties. You're just going to
no penalties. Reynolds is leaving the field.
Off the field first.
Oh boy. Okay. 5 minutes 48 left to play. Reynolds is leaving the field. The Eels on tackle 2 are a metre out from their own try line.
He got hit by one of the biggest blocks of cement on the field. Like, he's not a tiny, like, who is that? He got hit by
Kotoga.
Katonga?
Yeah.
Kotoga? Isn't that like a fictional island in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Time back on. Parramatta under the pump here on their own goal line. Simonson has to get to ground. Does. 5 metres out. Halfway through the set. They're still inside their own 10. This is a big, big set. This set could determine the game. Walker put down. 5th and last. 20 metres out.
Go on, Ben Hunt. You got to do something other than kick wobbly
Moses.
field goals.
Low, flat kick, sends it deep. Walsh needs to get it on the full. Does. Catches it on the 20. Returns it to the 40. Now steps off the left. And he's 45 metres out. Reece Walsh.
God, I hate that holding the ball out with one arm business. Just protect the ball. My God. Stop trying to be flashy. 5 minutes to go. You're down by 2. For God's sake.
Karapani takes it into Eels territory. Haas. Put on his back again. Payne Haas. They're doing a number on Payne this second half. Carrigan at first receiver. Out the back for Hunt. Hunt with the dummy. Steps back in field. Spills the ball. And the Eels are back in possession. Oh, Benjamin Hunt, what have you done?
Do the grand final. The other grand final.
Yeah, not that one. Yeah. 0 tackle here for the Eels. 4.5 to play. The Fox hasn't done much tonight.
Hasn't done anything. Last time I put you in my multi.
I did. I thought he'd go a bit better than this first game back. But anyway, Simonson heads across field, bends the line, and he's brought down from behind by Shibasaki inside Broncos territory. Quick play the ball. No markers again for the Broncos. Space for De Silva. 25 out. 2 tackles left. Walker takes the line on. Steps back in field. 5th and last. 10 metres out. Moses goes left for Pezzett. Pezzett grubbers in behind the line. And it's taken by the Broncos. Staggs has it a metre out. The Broncos have got to go length of the field. And the Big D threatened to do just that. Shibasaki now carries it outside the 20. Halfway through the set. This is a good set here, considering where they started from. Karapani down the short side. Tackle 4. 30 out from their own line. Mam at first receiver. Tries to bend the line. 5th and last. Carrigan's received it. That's not who you want. It goes to Hunt. They're going to have a run here, the Broncos. Walsh to Staggs. Staggs loses it. The Fox scoops it up. Fox is away. Steps back in field. And he's taken down from behind by Jordan Ricky. I don't think the Fox is 100%. He didn't pin his ears back at all there. Didn't even give it a chance. 30 metres out from the line. 2 minutes 40 to go. Parramatta controlling possession. Junior Bolo in midfield. Bumps off one. Stands in the 3-man tackle.
Seriously, why does anybody think that a haircut's a good idea?
20 metres out in midfield. Moses. Inside ball for Tuolungi. Tuolungi backs into the defence on the 20. 2 minutes and a half to go. Halfway through this set. Walker, from a standing start, carries it inside the 10. Set restart. Payne Haas gets tangled up there with Dylan Walker and gives away the 6 again. Moses at first receiver to Tuolungi. They just need to control this last 2 minutes, the Eels. They just have to control this set of 6 and then make sure the ball goes dead. Junior Polo, 10 metres out. They don't even need to score a try. Don't even risk throwing the ball around. Just run out this set. Walker bumps off one. Goes to ground a metre out. Halfway through the set. De Silva from dummy half. Dummies. Powers his way over the line. They hold him up and drive him back into the field of play. Tackle 4. De Silva a metre out. Pezzett gets poor service. Steps back into midfield. Grubbers in behind the line. Pezzett gets up and goes again. Nobody in front of him. Jonah Pezzett scores the match winner. Jonah Pezzett silences the naysayers and has won this game for Parramatta. And he has sent a big message. He has sent a big message to his club next year. and made a big
Who's his club
statement at the
next
end.
year?
Hmm?
Who's his club next year?
Broncos.
Oh, well, there you go. Can you do it for us then, mate?
He's done it to you. Can he do it for you?
Exactly.
The kick in behind the line spilt by Jordan Ricky. Jordan Ricky is breaking my heart tonight.
Yep. Killing you. Did you tip the Broncos?
No, of course not.
I had a grand total of 2 last week, so I'm doing fantastically.
No, I picked the Eels for this one.
Wow.
Jonah
Carrigan's been
Pezzett
very quiet tonight.
plants it down, and he is letting his future club know about it. 38-32. The kick to come from right in front. Waxhead, thank you very much for the ice cream over there on TikTok.
My favourite part is when all the Melbourne Storm supporters go, oh, look at how much the Broncos suck. And it's like, yeah, how many times have we beat you in a grand final? All the times we played you in a grand final.
Haha, yeah, Gina. Yes, Dan. We're excited. Yeah, I tipped Parramatta for this one just because I'd rather lose the tipping contest than tip the Broncos.
Oh.
Mitch Moses winding down the clock.
Yeah.
14 seconds.
Oh, God.
10.
Freaking kick it, for God's sake, mate.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Surely
3,
that's a penalty.
2, 1. Moses puts it over.
Actually would have died laughing if he'd missed that then.
Well, it wasn't about the 2 points. It was about winding down the clock, so
I
don't think he would care.
Died laughing if he'd missed that then.
40 points to 32. Back-to-back losses at home.
Yes,
For the Brisbane
still
Broncos.
2 grand finals to nothing, Mammoth. It's always my favourite thing when the Storm choke in a grand final.
What a performance by the Eels in the end. They started off poorly.
They started off very poorly.
ARW
I
says
tell you what.
0-2 is wild start to the season after being piggybacked to the premiership.
Yeah, righto. I've always maintained that I would prefer New South Wales to win every State of Origin game ever than the Broncos get another premiership. And I maintain that to this day.
Catch you later, Gina.
To be on this day. Oh,
Catch you later, Gina Ferracini. No post discords tonight, obviously. Gina's heading off.
Yeah, okay, Mammoth. We're two rounds in. Calm down.
Hey, he's not wrong though. Okay, that was definitely my door opening.
Well, go and check it, or close it and lock it. My word. Like, who just lets their door open?
Well, it is locked.
Celebration.
Just because it's
Oh.
locked doesn't mean that some burglar couldn't open it. I mean, why you would break into a house?
What does it mean?
Why would you break into a house when there's some madman in a room down the hallway screaming his head off? I don't know, but
Yeah, right. right.
it seems like I would pick quieter, easier targets.
Yeah. Lockie, the denialation, that's got to hurt for the Broncos. Yeah, it does, but you know what? Yeah, we're still not Parramatta. We just lost to them, but we're still not Parramatta. So it doesn't hurt that much. It's fine. I gotta check on something. Dan, where are you? Are you checking your doors and windows? Anybody got any questions about anything? So, no, a Bronx fan would absolutely, definitely not be trying to break in to his house. Lucky, they've got
There's
no
Bronco stuff to steal here. No, I do tell the story, and there are photos. There is photographic evidence
Okay.
of
Wait,
little Dan in his Broncos jersey, and my parents. Well, My parents didn't want to spend. I can only imagine what they cost these days. But the big foam hands that had the Broncos logo on it that you used to be able to get at the stadium. And there's no disrespect when I say my parents didn't want to spend the money. Like, that's no disrespect to them at all. There were better things to spend money on. I totally get it. So I made my own.
Oh look, Paddy Carrigan.
I made my own out of cardboard to take to the games. There's plenty of photographic evidence of little Dan in Broncos gear supporting the Broncos. So it happened. There was a time and place where it happened.
Yeah, and I'm sure there was a time and place where I thought Queensland Maroons were a team worth respecting, but,
No, I don't think so. I don't think that ever happened.
Actually, there was. I used to have
Is that Steve
a
Renoff?
scrapbook with photos from the Courier Fail of all of the, when they used to, this is back when, like, Gene Miles played, because he was one of my favourites. And there used to be like shields in sticker form that the Courier Fail used to release, and we used to collect them all, me and my brother. So yeah, I used to have a scrapbook with that in it. So no actual jersey, because I'm pretty sure if I put on a Queensland jersey, I'd just burn to death. But yeah.
They did used to have some cool stuff back in the day, the Broncos. I collected
cool
the
stuff for all of the teams.
The little caricature fridge magnets.
Yes, yep.
Can't remember where you used to get those. They were just black and white, but they were caricatures of the players. I collected those, and there were at one point like little plastic action figures that you could collect as well that got released. There was Alfie Langer. Can't remember who else there was, to be honest. Jonah Peasant, the match winner. There he is.
Look at how funny his head is. I know I shouldn't say that, but
well, the way that he's got his hair cut, it just makes it look very square, very rectangular.
He looks like a Lego man.
Well, funnily enough, he's playing in a yellow uniform.
I was about to say he's in yellow. Yeah, so that was atrocious. So what's next? Tomorrow night? Parramatta.
Yeah, so you'll be doing
Souths and Roosters. Is that what we're doing tomorrow night?
Well, it's all you're doing.
Hey, Mammoth. Billy Slater is the biggest cheat known to the NRL, so have that one. Is that on tomorrow night?
Yeah.
What are you doing? The Sharks Panthers game?
Yeah. Well, we were actually just talking about that, about maybe getting the old Panther on for it.
Ooh. Oh yeah. So Roosters Rabbitohs tomorrow night. Are you doing the Warriors and the Raiders?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not doing that game because I have to work and walk the dogs and feed them and all that stuff. So I'll be on for Roosters Rabbits. And
well, we've got to do that. Well, here's a talking point. There's been a lot of debate over people storming the field should Alex Johnston get the record.
Look. I mean, there was the same debate when Buddy Franklin did it in the AFL. Kicked 1,000 goals. No one's done it in forever. No one's probably going to do it again. People stormed the field. People stormed the field so much at the SCG and they were playing my team. They were playing Geelong. Geelong players were pushed out of the field onto the street and were trying to find their way back into the venue so they could retake the game. So it was, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was.
I've told us.
Like, stuff like that happens. Like the whole Buddy Franklin thing, like it's happened. People, and that's what the NRL are going to look at. They're going to look at something like that. They're going to look at potential injuries to players, accidental, obviously, but maybe not accidental. Maybe a fan storms the field and throws a cheeky elbow into someone's face that he doesn't like. Like this kind of stuff can happen. So I mean, yes, obviously it's going to be a big build up to the game, everything like that. I don't think it should happen because I feel like there's a lot of safety risks involved. If a fan goes down and breaks their leg, they're going to sue 100% because that's the age we live in now. So, yeah.
It's admirable that you can share an opinion on the stream and also have an argument in the chat room at the same time.
I'm female. I can do more than one thing at once.
Yeah, so I've told many stories on the streams in the past about little Dan running onto the field back when you were allowed to do it. It wasn't a problem back in those days, but
exactly. But these days
it's
got
completely different.
more bellends out there than we did before, I think. So
well, yeah, and it's things too, like everything's just so much more professional these days, professionally run, and like just random people running all over the field destroys the turf. Like the groundsman of the game is going to be like, "Oh God, please keep him off. Please keep him off the field."
Like it's damn.
Ways is better. Ahoy, mate. Nice to see you again. Mitch Barnett coming to the Broncos. Crazy. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Released from the Warriors on compassionate grounds so that he can be closer to his family in northern New South Wales. Signs for the Broncos. I'd be furious if I were... Look, if you're the Warriors, you don't want a player there that doesn't want to be there. So you don't mind letting him go as long as you get something in return. But, I mean, this compassionate grounds card needs to be tightened, I think. Like, they really need to tighten up what compassionate grounds means. Now, he does have a legitimate reason, by the way. Like, my understanding is that his son has health issues, and so he's moving. The idea was that he would move closer to family. We've come to learn that perhaps his wife's brother, it is, I believe, that lives in Brisbane. So there's sort of like, it's not like they, as a family, have nobody up here in Brisbane. But yeah, it's a bit rich. I'm leaving on compassionate grounds to get closer to Taree, so I'll sign with Brisbane. It's, yeah. I think it's only fair that the Warriors get compensated and questions get asked. And there really does need to be a tightening on this compassionate grounds. And compassionate grounds can be, okay, we're going to let you go, and we'll let you play for a club that's nearby, but not the Broncos. You're having a laugh if you think you're leaving here and signing for the Broncos. Well, Pat Carrigan's going to the PNG team when it starts, Dean, so he wouldn't be interested. Paddy Carrigan's going to be a marquee signing for Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, what? I missed all of that. Paddy Carrigan, what's he doing?
Well, okay, there's a couple of things.
He didn't do anything tonight, so...
No, he didn't.
I mean, you know what? The stream's over. Get rid of him to bloody Papua New Guinea. Off he goes.
Pat Carrigan has come out in the media and said pretty much word for word that, yeah, I would love to explore the option of going playing for Papua New Guinea when my contract expires. So he's either legitimately interested in going and playing for Papua New Guinea, or with Payne Haas leaving, he's saying that openly in the media to try and get the Broncos to give him a top-up. So there could be some mind games going on there, but he came out in a media interview and said, I would love to make myself available for PNG when my contract expires, importantly. But his contract is coming up for expiry, so it's not like it was yeah. I don't think he was just talking out his ass. I think it's something that's obviously at the forefront of his mind. Mila Rose, ahoy there. You were at the game. I'll tell you what, though, it would have been a great atmosphere. Would have been a great atmosphere, though.
Terrible atmosphere.
Win, lose, draw.
Only time I ever punched
Warriors,
on a game, or almost punched on a game, was when we were playing Parramatta.
Ways is better. Warriors have got Warbrick. I believe that's official. It's gone from conjecture to official. He's put pen to paper, I do believe. Will Warbrick going to the Warriors. See, the Warriors are preparing for life without Wateni Zelezniak and Tuivasa-Sheck. That's what they're doing. They're getting ready for that because there's whispers that Jesse Arthurs will be going to the Warriors as compensation for Mitch Barnett coming to the Broncos. Because Jesse Arthurs is obviously on the outer with the Broncos. I don't know if he's out injured at the moment or if he just can't get a start ahead of Karapani or the Big D. But, yeah, they don't seem to want anything to do with Jesse Arthurs at the moment. So should Wateni Zelezniak and Tuivasa-Sheck move on, they will be scrambling for an outside back. They did sign Cam Pereira, but, I mean, Cam Pereira, he was a starter at the He was a starter at the Titans, yes, but he's a backup member anywhere else in the competition.
I would like to blame the Broncos' bad luck and losses on Cameron Smith. Thank you very much.
Do you reckon, hey, I love a good conspiracy theory. Do you reckon that he's a plant? Do you reckon he's a mole?
Yeah.
He's come in purposely to tear the club apart from the inside out.
Yep.
I love a good conspiracy theory. I've heard more ridiculous things.
So have I.
I mean, apparently space doesn't exist, but I digress. Ponga,
it's flat, but you know.
Ponga playing for the Kiwis. Life is good. Yes. In other news, Kalen Ponga has indeed come out and pledged allegiance internationally to the Kiwis, especially now with these new state of origin eligibility rules. He can still play for Queensland and New Zealand. Not that he's getting picked for Kalen Ponga. Not that he's getting picked for Queensland this year. Well, actually, Kalen might make the squad. He'd probably make the squad. I don't think he's your starting fullback. Reece Walsh is obviously the investment by not just the NRL, not just the Broncos, but Queensland as well. So no matter how badly Reece Walsh plays, he'll be the starting fullback for the Maroons, guaranteed.
Just doing a quick around the grounds. Carlton 75, 10-15. Richmond 71, 9-17. That's a lot of misses from both teams. Just saying. Anyway.
Shout out to Odd Poppet as well, by the way, even though he's not here tonight. He's not been... Odd Poppet is still a subscriber and channel member. For some reason, though, he always comments a couple of hours after the game saying that YouTube didn't alert him. So for whatever reason, we have completely fallen out of favor in Odd Poppet's YouTube algorithm. So we want to do a shout out to him, though, for when he sees this later. When he pops on later, there'll be a special message waiting for him. So, yeah, cheers, Odd Poppet. Hopefully you haven't had any more garage doors fall on you, mate.
Yeah, that was a bit intense. All right.
ARW says, where's DJ Shaq? Missing the random stats in the chat. DJ Shaq was away on holiday for a little while. He was away in Melbourne with family. He is back. Yeah, he is back now. He was in the chat room earlier, but Robert M was always our original stat man at the back. No, you're still there, Mammoth, but I think maybe Michelle's floated into ignore mode.
Oh, sorry. Oh, he was talking about being a flat earther. Whatever.
Yeah, we don't get... The last time we got into conspiracy theories here, there's certain conspiracy theories. I'll just say this so that we don't get banned, because every time I go into detail about the ones that I agree with and the ones that I don't, I end up getting the channel banned for 3 days. But so I'm not going to say anything other than I believe some. I don't believe others. I love them, though. I absolutely love chatting all things conspiracy theories. There's actually a dedicated thread for it on our Discord. So if you've got Discord, feel free to jump on over to our Wasted World of Sports Discord server. There is a dedicated thread for all this stuff, and I love talking about it. I love chatting all this conspiracy stuff. Just, yeah, I find that I have a tendency to get our streams shut down whenever I talk about it live.
Yes. Well, I was just going to say, Mammoth, you can't be a flat earther and gay. Like, I mean, pick one. Come on. Sorry, was that too harsh?
I'm just trying to
No.
process it, make sense of it in my brain. as to yeah. Big Pelican, thanks for joining us tonight, mate. The Big Pelican. Any word that I can't say? Any word that I can't say because we'll get kicked off TikTok.
Wait, I'm
up
gonna
here.
point in the wrong direction. I'm pointing in the wrong direction. This guy, he's a big gambler. Wait, what?
We can't say that word. We'll get kicked off TikTok.
He thinks he's one. He thinks he's a.
What the hell? Do you still have Channel 9 on?
Yeah.
What the hell was Freddie just doing?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But what is going on with James Bracey's teeth?
It looks like he got the front two capped.
It
looks like he got the front two capped and then nothing done to anything else.
Oh, goodness me. All right. Tomorrow night, I lost the draw because I went back to look at what the Broncos.
Yeah, well, tomorrow night, West of Water Sports, we'll be covering the Warriors versus Raiders, and then Michelle will be back on for the Roosters Rabbitohs because potential history in the making in that one.
And you know, if you just, you know, if you don't like me, tough shit. I mean, whatever. I don't care.
You get one game without her. And then all the Saturday.
We're doing the Panthers Sharks.
And then all the Saturday games.
Wait, why am I not on the Saturday games?
Because none of them are on Channel 9.
It doesn't matter. My KO was the other night.
It matters to me. It's frustrating.
It's not frustrating because I won't.
It's frustrating to me. Okay.
My KO
well,
was on the same time length as yours the other
all right.
night.
She might be here for the Panthers Sharks game then. And Sunday, I'd be lying if I said I'm interested in any of these games, but
who's on Sunday?
Manly versus Knights, Dolphins versus Titans.
I am interested in the Manly Knights game. Like, it's one of those games I feel like it could be the game of the season. The game of the
game of the season. Wow.
Season. I didn't mean to say season. I meant to say round. It could be the game of the round. So.
And for anyone who has Channel 9 on, yes, that was Freddie in the background thinking the camera wasn't on him, letting out the biggest yawn you will ever see.
No, they've got that other twit on now that's making my team lose.
He thought that they were doing a close-up of Bracey. He just let out the most epic yawn. So, yeah, Cameron Smith's involvement. Now, I thought that I read reports.
That's why we're losing.
I thought I read reports earlier on, like before the season got underway, that he was coming into the coaching squad. Turns out, no, he's actually not part of the coaching squad. He's there as a... what's the word? Don't you suggest any words, Michelle? We'll get kicked off. He's mentoring. That's the word. Yeah, mentoring. So he's not actually part of the day-to-day running of the coaching squad. He's just he'll be working. He works closely with some of the youngsters coming through the ranks, and just a mentoring role. I don't even know if Madge is running any ideas past him. Primrose, thank you very much for the freestyle.
Bloody look like it.
Thank you very much for the freestyle over there on TikTok. A freestyle like ray gun gift over there. Thank you very much for that.
I hope it's better than ray guns.
Yeah, me too. And a heart me as well. Well, a heart me is definitely better than ray gun. Royal banger. Royal banger. No way, Eels won. Yes way. Yes way. Broncos fell to pieces at the back end of the first half. Sort of got it together in the middle stages of the second half. And then fell away again at the end, didn't they? Yeah. Now, actually, before we go anywhere, for the people remaining on TikTok, just out of curiosity, I was doing some work over the weekend in between rounds on the echo. Has there been any echoing with the audio over on TikTok? yeah, I didn't see any reports of it tonight, but please sing out if there is still a noticeable echo with the audio over there.
YouTube as well. Let us know if there's
That
any
on a
issues with
drive,
sound, volume,
nil echo.
anything.
Oh, YouTube's I am so confident in YouTube because that's what we've built it all around. But TikTok specifically seems to constantly give us dramas. I don't know why I persist with it, to be honest. Because it's where all the kids are at these days, isn't it? That consume their content. So that could have been taken horribly wrong. Now that I think about it, the way that I said that, it's like, why are we on TikTok? That's where all the kids are.
We're saying that as old people. You know, back in our day, we just had YouTube.
Yep.
That's why we're saying that. Just putting it out there.
Actually, hey, that'd be a great band name, wouldn't it? I can imagine that being like a late 90s, early 2000s new metal band. We are Nil Echo.
Speaking of new metal bands, Linkin Park had to pull out of their show in Adelaide tonight due to sickness.
Yeah, right.
Terrible.
Who got sick?
They can't reschedule it either. Like, I mean, what a hectic tour schedule that you can't, just do another date. But
yeah, well, they played about
sucks.
45 shows in Brisbane, didn't they?
I love you too, Mammoth. CJ.
By the way, I hate to be an asshole, but I cannot call them Linkin Park anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look. Apparently she does really well, but yeah, I can't. Yeah. After Chester, I just can't. So. Yeah.
Black Scion says, do you reckon Cowboys will have a better chance than the Broncos? Or let's not get carried away.
Yeah, don't know about that.
Look, the
might have a slightly better chance. That's about it.
The reality of the scenario is like, none of this is really surprising to me at the moment. What's happened? Like there is such a thing as a grand final hangover. Like other teams have suffered it, and Parramatta are a lot better than that effort that they put out in round one. Like this result is no surprise at all to me. Even if it went 40-32 the other way, if it stayed 32-30 in Broncos' favor when they got ahead, I wouldn't have even. Mr. Mullet says, did the Panthers suffer it? I don't have everything open in front of me, but I mean there was at least one, if not two, occasions where the Panthers got off to very slow starts the following year. Definitely lost the first round. Maybe not 0-2, but I mean there's multiple occasions where they've backed up after the World Club Challenge and started slowly. They just didn't. The Panthers never sucked so bad in the World Club Challenge itself. That's the thing. Like the Broncos got pumped. They got some consolation points at the very end when the other team stopped playing, but I mean they got shit hammered in that game. I'm sorry. So
just gonna I'm not really gonna take the bait.
Well, there's no bait. It's just a fact.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring that. Craig Howarth, where are you seeing Mortal Sin on Saturday? Where are they playing? I want to see Mortal Sin. No, I can't go out this weekend. I'm not allowed.
Why?
Because I've been out the last 3 weekends and I've been a menace every single time. So I probably should just rein it in for a little bit. DCE is 2 tries away from 100, like 100 career tries. Is that what is he really? Like, surely not. Surely he's got more than 100. I mean, he's been playing forever. Surely he's got more than 100 tries. But yeah, Alex Johnson, that'll be the big talking point. There was Sportsbet had a whole thing going where you could bet on, I think it's actually finished now. You could bet because the season started when he actually was going to get the record.
Yes.
Shannon Martin's out on YouTube. See you later.
There's Shannon.
Yeah. Maybe 98 for Manly. Yeah, wow. I would have thought DC had way more tries than that. So, I mean, I don't really follow Manly, so no idea, but
DCE,
I'd like-
yeah, he more sets them up than scores them, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. The underground. Where's the underground? Where's that, Craig? Tell me where that is. Are you, like, Queensland,
The
New South
underground.
Wales, Victoria? Where are they playing? They're playing at Necrosonic. No, they're playing at Shredfest coming up in Brisbane.
Are they?
In a few
Okay.
months. And I will not be going because
In Sydney.
I don't support lineups that support Nazis. Just saying.
What?
Meal fries.
The underground in Sydney.
I'll tell you later.
Underground in Sydney. Yeah. Never heard of it.
The Vanguard in Sydney. I haven't heard it either. I didn't say Sydney. Anyway, heel fries, $3,000 richer. Well, chuck us some super chats, mate. Jesus.
Oh, nice. What tipped you over the line? Jonah Pezzett?
Eels winning. That's what he needed, I think. Four
Okay.
and a half.
Just the Eels to win. Aren't you glad, heel fries, that you didn't give up completely on your team at the start there after that horrible start they got off to? Mammoth says, I wonder what the NRL will do if everyone storms the field. Well, there's not a whole lot they can do, really. Let's be honest. I mean, look, I hope it doesn't happen. Honestly, I mean, it's just, things are just different these days. Things are just different these days. I mean, there's so much that you need to take into consideration. Yeah, in this age of professionalism, this age of, yes, it is a historical moment. I get that, heel fries, but I mean, everybody's just got to be so conscious of lawsuits these days. Like, you can sue somebody these days for just looking at you funny, let alone thousands of people swarming a footy field with 26 blokes out in the middle. Like, it's a recipe for disaster. It's not even the players. It's the other people. Like, the stupid thing about life in 2026, like, we all know the stories about burglars who come into somebody's house and
I think
fiddling around in the
urban myths, though.
No, you can't defend your own property. You cannot defend your own property these days because you're the one who will be up the shit.
I think that's an urban myth.
It's not an urban myth.
I've heard it. It was on Boston Legal. Pretty sure.
No. Or just do a simple Google search, and there's mountains of legitimate real world cases of people in the shit for simply defending their own property. So there's a scenario where if somebody falls over, swarming the field and gets trampled, well, the NRL's screwed. They'll be having Limp Bizkit style flashbacks. And that won't be good for anyone. So, yeah, I mean, look, I hope it doesn't happen. Matty Colkin, ahoy, mate. You met Zach Lomax the other day. Ah, right. Did he sign a contract and bail on you, or?
Did he spit on you?
No, that's Corey Parker.
Yeah, well, I'm just asking if he did other things. Then
Zach Lomax is not a spitter.
Leave you high and dry.
I mean, another one. That's another one that I would have walked into if somebody on the chat room was. Gavin says Reece did so good. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. He had some good moments in the game, but overall I thought he was pretty horrible. Johnston might not even score tomorrow. I've just got a feeling they'll make sure of it. Yeah, going back to conspiracy theory, Jones, I've just got a feeling they'll make sure of it.
In the early rounds is going to be, we're not going to be the team that he breaks the record against.
I've got a feeling they make sure of it.
Yeah, they're going to be...
If there's any 50-50 that goes up to the bunker, it's going up as a try. And they'll say, no reason to overturn it. Like they'll get
Yeah.
this done now if they can, especially with all the like they don't want this are people going to swarm the field or not storyline to stretch out for the entire season.
Oh, it's definitely not going to stretch out for the entire season.
Well,
Round
any
5.
longer than it needs
Round
to.
5 at best. So
They want this done and dusted as quick as possible.
mm,
TikTok boom. I don't know what's happening with the Broncos, but I got a feeling they will cook mid-season. I hope.
I hope too. I threw my scarf away. Kind of brought him luck, but then it died in the ass. Gotta find my other scarf. We hanging out a bit more or what?
Hillfright says surprised he didn't run away from the meeting, going back to the Zach Lomax thing.
Oh, poor Zach Lomax. I mean, I used to love him, but I've lost a lot of respect for him after this whole debacle. Yeah, what are we doing? Hanging out still?
Yeah, I mean, if we're still getting questions, I'm more than happy to stick around before I do some work. Alara's zonked out again after a second batch of meds, so she's fast asleep under the table there. I do have some work to do, but I mean, I don't need to rush off for it.
Did they seriously not score at all? What did I say the three-quarter time score was in the AFL? Did I say 75, 10, 15, 71, 9, 17?
I don't know. You were talking about
Because
AFL,
I
so I tuned out.
don't think anyone scored in that last quarter, which is insane. I know someone.
Oh, Zach Lomax is training at fullback for the Force. That's interesting. That's not where I would have had him.
That's
Don't
where
know
he
that
wants to play.
I don't care if that's where he wants to play. Latrell wanted to play fullback too, but he's not very good at it. If I'm the coach, you play where I think you're going to play the best. And I'm sorry for a rugby league convert that's not played union before. I don't believe, anyway. Fullback, where defense is so important. The defensive read is completely different than a game of rugby league. I wouldn't be having him at the back.
Yeah, I know Matt Colgan. I just wasn't sure if there was an error in the timeline, but it's all good. Carlton won. Broncos lost. When did the Cats play? I don't even know. I haven't even looked. How terrible is that? I'm not even across my codes. Saturday, 3:15. Excellent. So I'll be able to watch that, and then I'll be able to slot on in for a Sharks Panthers stream. Christ.
Well, I still haven't allowed
About
that.
as mager as you're a flat earther, Mammoth.
Gavin on TikTok says at least they're trying their best. The Broncos.
Who? They didn't score any points in the first game. That's not trying their best.
Well, they were playing.
Just quietly.
They were playing the Panthers, in fairness.
Oh,
This year's
whatever.
premiers.
What else is that?
Matty Colkin. No, it'll be tomorrow. Will be all the NRL games. Who are the Western Force playing though? Just out of curiosity. Hurricanes and Force. Oh, Force are going to get pumped. Jeez.
Look at those. Look at those budgie smugglers. Is that Dylan Walker?
Dylan Walker.
Oh, look at that. They're about as foul as your mouth, mate.
It's all right, Mammoth. She doesn't listen. You get used to that.
I know. I said I'm about as mager as you are a flat earther. Do you listen?
No, not to you anyway.
That's a terrible tattoo. So, anyway.
DK said, I had a Yongi 2 tries, Walsh 1 try, and Mariner 1 try for 3K, and it was the Big D who let you. Big D let you down too.
He did, but it wasn't the only one, so I can't just put the blame solely on him.
Jordan Ricky let me down. Boy.
I mean, a terrible start to my tipping season and a terrible start to my multis.
We know how I am.
Surprise.
We know how I am with players that let me down in multis. I have a tendency to not forgive them for a very long while. It might be a long old season for Jordan Ricky after tonight. I know that there were other legs as well that failed, but yeah, that was a big one. He was across the line. He was over the line. He just needed to hold the ball and put it down, for crying out loud.
Wow, they're fixing up that field already.
Sammy Friday. I was talking about this the other week, Michelle, actually, when you weren't on, about trying to bring slappers on for an interview.
I feel like I was on for that, and yeah, let's do it. Just as long as he's like clothed. I don't want him rolling in and he's like budgie smugglers or something.
Oh, no deal then. Slappers and Mark Geyer. Jesus. I saw Matt in the TikTok chat room, Matty Colkin, and got distracted. Yeah, him and Mark MG Mark Geyer.
MG, what a player, what a legend.
I could if MG was on, I could play the cameo that he did for the old Panther and say, "Hey mate, you remember this? He left a cameo for the old Panther."
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Waste to World of Sports.
I got to tell you something, so just hang on at the end.
Oh, okay.
After we've gone.
And just before we head off, TikTok Boom says, "I swear we're going to get cooked if we verse the Storms next week, or the Broncos need to lock in." Yeah, well,
We are playing the Storm next week, aren't we?
yes, and they need to be vastly improved.
Yeah, and Adam Reynolds needs to.
Adam Reynolds will be out, I dare say.
Oh, he'll be out. The way he walked off the field at the end there, that's not good.
Either that or he needs to poop. But I'm thinking he'll be out. I'm thinking he'll be out injured. All right, Waste a Lot of Sports. Thank you so much for your company, as always. Doubleheader tomorrow. Warriors versus the Raiders. That should be an absolute cracker. And Roosters, Rabbitohs should be good as well. But will AJ break the record tomorrow? Or do they drag it out even longer?
I feel like it's going to be dragged out one more round. Yeah, he's going to get one, and then one's going to be really, like, close. Maybe not 50-50, but it'll be a close one. He might step out of bounds or something. Like, yeah.
A request for the theme song. Okay, we'll play the theme song, and then I'll cut the stream, and we'll be done. Catch you tomorrow. Until then, cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and tank pass last from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our
Go the Eels.
analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a load, from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails.
Wasted world of sports, hey?
Our style with each ahoy.
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack. Ahoy! He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.